Fellas, to another successful show. Speaking Slang Talkin shit.
Speaking Slang Talkin shit.
Yeah.
Speaking Slang Talkin shit.
Once again, under dig me.
What's going on tonight, fellas? How we doing?
That's on.
That's funny as hell. Man, y'all gonna get a lot of that tonight, man. Hey, yo, man, it's your boy Scott Lindsay, the Hustler, a.k.a. Tell Your Mother to Page Me, a.k.a. Okay, who's that? That's Grandma, a.k.a. Check that 6'4". Now, you was doing hand signals and shit. I know looking at him. I didn't know what was going on. I thought he was directing the jet out this motherfucker. I got confused. My bad.
So it's your boy Benny Domino, a.k.a. Big Ben, a.k.a. Ben 10, a.k.a. That's your uncle.
Oh shit, it's me. Say what?
Oh shit, it's me.
Oh shit, it's me. That's why I like that shit though, low key. Oh shit, it's me. AKA Say Koala Bear, AKA Barry Black, AKA Face for Radio. We in this one.
That's AKA Mufasa.
That's funny as hell.
James Earl Koala.
Damn, that's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Saquon Freeman.
Hey, we need that Denzel trending.
Yeah, right.
We need that on the other side. Real shit. But I am B-I-double-G Church. Hustle hard from the first to the first. A.K.A. Mr. Get It How You Live. A.K.A. Mr. Excitement. A.K.A. Under. Oh. We back again, bros. We back again.
Access granted.
One more again.
One more again, huh? Just one more again.
Yeah. Can't get enough of us. So how's everybody, man? This is the last show, man. Everybody good?
Oh, great, man. Things is good.
Yeah, everything's all right.
Everything's going the way that should be. You know, man.
This Delta COVID variant
Man, that's
turning the world upside down again.
Yeah, man. I actually got some shit that's going on about that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
What you heard?
Man, in Nanjing, a new virus outbreak is...
Nanjing?
Yeah, Nanjing.
What is that?
So it's over in China somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
But basically, it's a new virus outbreak, been the worst since Wuhan, since the Chinese state media, right? Official COVID virus or outbreak has been discovered in Chinese cities and 5 provinces and Beijing. State media is calling it the most extensive contagion since Wuhan. I've never even heard of Wuhan. But
Heard of Wuhan.
look, they said almost 200 people have been infected since the virus went first detected at a busy airport on July 20th. Right? Officials are now beginning a citywide testing, and 9.3 million people in the residents, including people that's just visiting, have to be tested before they can leave or go or do anything else. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is crazy, bro. That shit wild as hell.
They're saying it's a highly contagious Delta variant.
I was gonna say,
damn. I'm sorry.
I heard, nigga, the CDC is reporting, they just put this shit out the other day saying that the Delta variant is more contagious than the chickenpox.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Like twice as more contagious as
look,
regular COVID.
I don't know about nobody else, but this is
COVID
starting to
one.
feel pretty reminiscent of February, March 2020 right now. Look like we about to face worldwide lockdowns again. And you know they're blaming.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
They already had like 7 states
I
got
think-
mandatory
I think-
masks again and everything.
What I think is
They have to like 7 states with that shit right now.
Talk to them.
I think the Delta variant just got something to do with them wanting more people to go get the vaccine. Because the same breath the CDC say this shit is more contagious than the chickenpox is the same breath they say if you vaccinated though,
No, but you
be good.
No, but you can still get it.
They did say that,
Now,
but their huge thing now is more important than ever. If you don't give it, if you don't have it, you can die.
Well, it's more aggressive. Is what they're saying.
I saw on the CDC page
It said Delta variant
maybe
is more
wrong.
infectious than chickenpox. I seen it today.
No. I saw that, but I also saw them say if you have the vaccine, you're not gonna face death.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have it, you will face death.
They're saying that
That's what I saw.
The vaccinated people are less likely to get very ill or die. So the vaccine does not give you total immunity from coronavirus. You can still get sick and you can still die. It gives you protection.
Yeah, it's like a condom.
It boosts your immune
Pretty
system.
much.
But since we're talking about
So
that,
wear your mask.
I'm gonna go straight into my article talking about coronavirus as well, because the headline says vaccinated people who get infected with Delta variant almost as contagious as unvaccinated. A leaked document from the U.S. Health Protection Agency deals a blow to hopes that jabbed people rarely pass the virus. It says people who have been vaccinated may be almost as contagious as unvaccinated if they catch COVID, dealing a huge blow to attempts to curb the virus. According to the leaked documents from the U.S. Health Protection Agency, the documents also warn that the dominant Delta variant is more contagious than chickenpox. Just as you were saying, wow. Clinical trials and real-world analysis has previously found that vaccines significantly reduce transmission by people who have been jabbed, raising hopes that this would substantially reduce the spread of infections. However, those results look at the effect of the vaccines on earlier variants that have been around before Delta emerged. So basically what they're saying is even if you have the vaccine, you're fully vaccinated, you can still
Pass COVID.
Yeah, you can still get COVID and pass it at the same rate as an unvaccinated person. So let me ask y'all
It's like
this.
HIV, man. Like if you don't take the medicine, you're more likely to spread it.
We're more likely to die.
Yeah, and spread
You
it
can still
faster.
spread it, yeah.
But you reduce the risk of spreading
So-
it or some shit.
My question is, just hypothetically, right?
What's the question?
So just hypothetically, if everyone in the whole world got vaccinated, all right, but with the current vaccines, everyone got vaccinated, but everyone can still carry the virus. Would the virus subsequently die off, or would it mutate into something that is
Something like the T virus.
something that is immune to the vaccines?
It already has.
That's the T
It's
virus.
the Delta virus
It's
now.
Delta virus. So like I said, the current vaccines,
T virus.
the current vaccine
Resident Evil.
does not stop you from carrying and transmuting the virus. So just say everybody in the world lined up, they got their shots, they got vaccinated. So everybody
Except
carrying
me.
around this Delta variant. So everybody carrying around this Delta variant, would not the virus just mutate into something else that's uncontrolled?
Oh, y'all niggas thought y'all was slick, huh?
Maybe not though, because
Or would it just die out?
we don't have monkeypox no more.
And just in Dallas, bro.
Polio.
Just in Dallas.
What happened?
A motherfucker came off a plane with monkeypox. I'm trying to say 2 weeks ago.
What?
And they're monitoring 100 people that came in contact with it.
What?
My word, man. Google that shit. Somebody just had monkeypox in Texas.
We was just talking about that the other day, wasn't we? Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
Yep. So yes, there's no
Monkeypox.
monkeypox to this day. Real shit. So yeah. So coronavirus is back, baby.
About like a
Y'all
left
got the
side.
excuses. We over here eating
I was
wings.
just gonna be the nigga to say it. Nigga,
Y'all
keep
got
it
this-
real with
Y'all
niggas.
hear
got
bones,
this-
hear bones, hitting
Everybody
plates
eating
and
on
shit.
chicken wings, nigga going through bones, all that shit.
We speaking slang talking shit.
No, that's
Vegan adjacent, fucking that shit.
that's funny as hell.
Oh
That
wow.
was fucking hilarious.
Any more coronavirus news?
I have not.
I have no coronavirus news.
I'm gonna just say this real quick, and then we can move on. I'm gonna just make a little thing, right? A little statement, right? This was July 23rd. What's today?
July
31st. about damn near literally a week ago, right? Mm-hmm. It's from the CDC. It said if you're fully vaccinated against COVID-19, you can start doing things that you stopped doing because of the pandemic without wearing a mask or staying 6 feet apart. Get vaccinated and get back to doing the things that you love this summer.
They actually got a.
That was 7 days ago. Now they're telling you what?
They got an actual. But they actually got a commercial with some shit like that. Like
Bruh.
I seen that shit on TV. They were saying some shit. Like, I'm like, yo, get back to things the way it
remember,
was.
our politicians,
Yours truly, the CDC.
our politicians, the leaders, the powers that be, are also sending us mixed messages. I mean, the messages coming from
Those are the motherfuckers we supposed to trust. Like, we fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't supposed to trust them politicians in them.
The messages coming from Washington are insane. We don't know who to believe.
That shit is wild as hell, boy.
You better ask. You could ask Punxsutawney Phil. Who give you a better answer than that? At least he'll let me know if the winter's still coming. I'm saying for 6 more weeks. Goddamn. Shit.
That shit is crazy as hell, man.
Real shit. But and speaking of politics, some more fucked up shit. Los Angeles criminalizes being homeless in almost every area with the new ordinance.
So what does that? What's the ordinance say? Because I seen the headline, but I didn't actually read it.
So the ordinance basically it says, imagine a map of the city, then cut away all private property, so they can't be on any private property,
That's messed up.
as well as any space. Anybody ever been to LA?
Yeah.
You see the Skid Row? It's
Yeah.
10 times worse than Phoenix's Skid Row.
Yeah. We got a Skid Row.
Yeah, downtown.
what? Go downtown. Go downtown.
You ain't never had to go downtown court before, and Canto Court and all that. You had to go down there, bro.
Well, it looked like zombies down that one.
Really?
Oh,
A
it's
whole
bad.
street.
LA's is, well, you've seen LA's.
Yeah.
Imagine that cut in half or to about a third. That's Phoenix's Skid Row.
Oh,
Horrible.
wow.
Horrible.
I didn't even know that.
Just like in LA, the whole streets lined with tents and cardboard boxes and shit. The sidewalks.
Crazy.
What you don't understand is,
So they're not gonna be able to do that anymore.
no.
So where they gonna go?
Back home, I guess.
That is their home.
I'm just saying, you don't want them on the street. Where they going?
They don't got no homes to go to.
That's my whole point. Where they supposed to go?
He said back home like that.
So it's this.
The homeless people going back home.
I said, y'all know, y'all stressing out how I meant. I'm just saying, like, because they ain't know where to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Imagine the map of the city and cut away all private property, as well as any space on public sidewalk within 500 feet of a school, daycare, park, or library. That's not my uncle.
They do. I can confirm.
I was gonna say, I don't want to ask that nigga about shit. Damn.
Subtract as well any place within 5 feet of a building entrance or exit, 10 feet from a loading block or driveway, 500 feet of an overpass, underpass, freeway ramp, tunnel, bridge, pipe, bike path, or subway.
That's all LA
You
is.
gotta be homeless on Jupiter. You gotta leave Earth to be homeless. That's
Hey, but
crazy.
this
They
is
working on
looming.
that too.
This is looming on what is set to be the biggest homeless crisis in America, because the Biden administration allowed the rent relief or the eviction moratorium to expire.
yeah.
And you know the Democrats are like, you know, poor people. We're
Did it
going to take care
expire?
of you. We're going to take care of you, poor people. Say that again.
It expired.
Yeah, expired.
Today,
So the thing was, the Democratic Party had enough votes to extend the moratorium. Well, they have enough. They should have had enough votes to extend the moratorium.
in theory, right?
In theory, but they asked the lawmakers not to go on vacation early to come and vote on it. So the Democratic lawmakers who swore to take care of the poor Americans, you know, that's their shit. They want to take care of you poor people. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. They chose to go on vacation rather than to stay in D.C. and make a vote on the rent moratorium.
And now all this shit is backed up.
And now, what's crazy is how L.A. just passed this Thursday, and the moratorium expired, which is Saturday, which is today.
It's all right.
It's like
California gonna be an island in like 3 years anyway.
Man,
So
3 years, probably less than that, bro. It's crazy.
It's gonna be an island.
But you know, but just like that, you know, these same lawmakers They passed laws to make it illegal to be homeless, which is fucking crazy.
Well, listen, when COVID first hit, like back in like March or whatever it was, they, if you remember, all the hotels in Vegas was empty. And they had square blocks on the ground in the parking lot of those hotels.
People sleep
for the
on.
people to sleep on. But the hotels was empty.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me these people can't even stay in a hotel?
Yeah.
And so you would rather have empty buildings versus human lives being taken care of.
It's called
You
capitalism.
got the whole Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Kanye, the only nigga standing.
That's what I'm saying. In one
Because
room.
he can pay for it.
A million a day, they said.
I think that's an exaggeration, though. I think that's a PR spin.
Have you seen the picture of that shit?
Yeah. And I understand that it's probably a lot of money because of the location, but it's not $1 million a day. That would be ridiculous.
Where at?
Fuck
The
out. He's
Mercedes-Benz
staying at the
Stadium.
stadium.
Oh,
What they
yeah,
gonna do, keep all
Kanye.
lights on for him, motherfucker? He's scared of
No.
That nigga's
After
little
the-
room looked like a nigga.
It looks like a jail cell. It looked like a jail cell.
God.
That was actually, yeah, that shit with Kanye.
That's PR.
Nah,
That's
look.
PR spin. He ain't paying $1 million a day.
He's supposed to be having a second album release.
No.
So he's staying there. Yeah, but he's supposed to have a second.
On the night of it, yeah.
Yeah, the night of the release. But he's staying there till then.
Which
He's
is
been
the fifth
seen.
now.
Hold on, he's
The fifth
also.
now, not the sixth.
It's the okay.
Yeah.
I ain't know they changed it again.
He changed
But he's also been seen there several times during like the lower hockey games and shit like that, wearing the same exact outfit from that red shit with the shit on his or the
Because he
shit on
lives
his
here
hip.
now.
The soccer game. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he also
That
brought
nigga
in his
just
own
went upstairs.
He brought his own personal chef in that motherfucker.
Yeah, because we gonna cook for you.
Goddamn
man.
right.
Don't nobody want them stadium nachos all goddamn day.
But why did he just choose to live in
Serving that beer
there?
home?
And they say because he was born in Atlanta, but he was raised in Chicago.
Because he's
and,
making stadium
Because he's
music.
easy. That's why.
he's making stadiums.
Because he's
Because it's
fucking
making
easy.
stadium money. That's what it is.
'Cause he's
It's
fucking
a
easy.
mutual sponsorship between the two of them. He's promoting the stadium. You know how many? It was sold out. Actually,
I know.
First of all. You know how many seats are in that stadium
Yeah.
for it to be sold out?
For the
That's
And
a
you
lot of
about to
money.
do it
And
again.
you-
That's
and
the
you-
crazy shit.
Exactly. It's going. You're going to do it again. And you think
It's
and
going to
you,
be even wilder.
and you niggas think he's paying $1 million a day?
Kanye's a marketing genius.
He's getting paid $1 million a day to stay in that
Exactly.
motherfucker.
But
They paying him.
want to make it seem like it's just way more than what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's shit I was talking
Well,
to
he
y'all
is.
about all
I
the
think
time.
that I think what it's worth. I think his accolades are worth it. I don't
Hey,
think he's. I don't think it's big hit.
Hey.
I mean, he's
Hey.
Kanye. How many Jay-Z albums you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, wait. What you mean? What? How many Jay-Z albums? What?
did he produce?
Albums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Songs, not whole album, songs.
So he Watch the Throne. That whole album was Kanye.
I'll give you that.
And Blue,
I mean
Blue
songs.
too.
I mean songs with
It
Jay Z,
was,
not whole albums, but songs. And when I think when Benny says albums, he mean like
I just
singles,
mean-
albums.
yeah.
Right?
Well,
as they call it,
yeah.
songs, albums.
This category. How about-
That's how some people speak on songs.
Listen,
They call them albums.
what I mean is
Who's winning in the
his
verse?
hype is deserved. That's all I'm saying.
Who's winning in the verses?
Kanye is a musical genius. I said it
Who's
before,
winning
I
in
said
the
it
verses
again.
against who?
Don't even ask
Against
that.
who? I know you wasn't getting ready to say what I think you was getting ready to say. Not Jigga and Yee.
Jeez.
No,
Nobody fucking with
we're
you.
not even. We're not
They're
even.
gonna play the same songs because he made all the beats. They're gonna play the same damn songs. Like,
All right, speaking of music, I got a question for the whole table, yo. We'll start with you, Benny. Since you're the youngin' of the crew, I better be like NSYNC or some shit. Watch this.
hey, that Christmas album was tight.
What was the first album, CD, tape?
Got the buy.
What was the first one that you actually purchased?
That I purchased. It
Purchased.
was Jay-Z, Gift from the Curse.
Heard that.
Damn, he knew that off the
Heard
bread.
that. Yeah.
That's the first one that I purchased.
Not owned, purchased.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
First one
Gift
for
and
purchase.
Curse.
It was Jay-Z, Gift from
Yeah.
the Curse. 'Cause I was in high school when it
Yeah.
came out.
We'll go to you, say quality. What was the first album? Because of Scotty don't buy shit. Scott,
But I used to buy shit back in the day. But I used to buy like singles and shit.
I fuck with you,
Bruh,
bro.
the first album I
Yeah,
ever bought.
purchased.
Bruh, I can't even.
Album, CD, whatever it was.
You know what? For me,
What was it?
I don't know. The earliest that I can remember, Big Buy.
Not stole, not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We used to get out, like,
Nah,
remember Sam Goody?
I mean, like I remember, like
You know,
you said whole album, like album, like the whole album.
A CD. When was a tape? When was the?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If
Like
it
the
was
first
a
one.
single, it was a single with the single, the acapella, and instrument.
The box.
Whatever.
You used to order from the box, didn't you?
Boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
remember the
shit.
box?
It used to pay like 3 cents.
He
Something
said
like
even
that.
if it was a single.
Not Maxwell House.
Get the
but
8-track,
some
goddamn.
shit.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
Maxwell.
track.
Columbia House.
Columbia House.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
12
TV though.
CDs for a penny.
My
You know what I'm saying?
word, man. That was my shit.
But
Had that shit.
shit. First joint I probably ever bought.
Purchased.
Purchase.
Yeah.
Man.
That's old
Album.
ass, so it's probably Cool in the Gang. or some shit.
Nah. Probably Master P's Last Dawn, double tape, and
Wow.
and
Tape.
yeah. But at the same time,
Yeah.
the same purchase was 8-Ball from MJG's first solo album.
All right.
When it had the album, and then it had the extra tape, the Lost or something. Suave
wow.
House did it. You know what I'm saying? So it was
Yeah.
3 tapes in one big ass pocket, and the double tape in this pocket. But I had I
You,
bootlegged
always
everything
about,
else.
you was always about the value and shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
3 tapes?
Yeah. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was like a $50 purchase.
You don't remember yet say quality?
And I bought it at
guess
PA
the
Video.
youngest shit I could remember was Pop. It would probably be some Pop shit.
What pop
Tupac.
album?
All Eyes on Me.
Machiavelli 17.
That's the youngest.
All Eyes on Me. That
I
was,
mean,
that
I mean,
was
as
a double
far
joint,
as
right?
Yeah.
yeah, as
Yeah.
far as remembering me walking into a fucking store
That's what I'm
and
talking
buying
about.
the shit.
That's what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
For me, it
I'm
was
saying it was probably something before that though.
But did you
that's,
remember?
That's the last shit I could
fair
remember.
enough. For me, it was Old Dirty's first tape.
Hey.
36 Chambers returned the dirty version. You know what I'm saying? With the food stamp joint, it was a
That's
tape
hard.
too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? With the
yeah.
food stamp carved in front.
Yeah.
Look, I had that shit,
Hey,
but I didn't
motherfucker.
buy it. Benny's dad actually gave that shit to me.
Look, I bought that man. Motherfucker, shout out to Old Dirty Bastard.
Without a question,
And Pop.
Dirk McGirt.
Shout out to Tupac. Yo.
Shout out to everybody we just named.
Shout out to everybody. Yeah, there you go. Shout out to everybody.
8-Ball, Master P.
Since we talking music, I got a question for everybody too. What's your favorite Jay-Z song? You're gonna pick one song. What's your favorite? Start with you, Scott, to my left.
Shit, man. My favorite song ever, like go-to song ever.
Favorite Jay-Z song ever.
Man, that answer will change 97 times.
I'll answer first, y'all.
Yeah, cause
I'm gonna say 444. The actual song
the title
444.
you know a song I'll never get tired of banging. I'll bang it
It was so
anytime.
personal. It was just very personal.
I
You know what I'm
can't.
saying? I felt that shit. Because watching Jay-Z come, I didn't start as a fan of Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of Jay-Z until everybody started auto-tuning. You know what I'm saying? Then I went back, I became a fan of Jay-Z. I wasn't a fan, I'll admit that. But that 444 track, Jay-Z has always shown his growth throughout his music career. So, and you know, look, I am the elder. I'm the elder at the table, like Jay-Z is the elder in hip hop. So for him to be so personal on that track, speaking of, you know, the things him and his wife he went through and shit, all that shit, I believe that track was so fucking powerful. And at the moment, I probably was going through something similar, so I felt it.
You cheated on Beyonce too?
God damn.
But hey, look, listen. I seen some shit that said, "Show me the most beautiful woman in the world. I'll show you a man who's tired of dealing with her." I mean, because you know, just because a woman's beautiful don't mean that.
That's real
shit
shit.
behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like I said, if Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, none of you bitches say.
So look, I can't really say that I got a favorite song,
No, you have to.
but I could tell you that I could tell you a song I'll never get tired of listening to.
What?
And like I can always, if it comes on, I'm like, that's my joint, and it could ride out.
What?
Girls, girls, girls for sure.
Oh yeah,
That's one of the best joints.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Like anytime I hear that song, I'm like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like that joint is crazy.
It makes sense to you too. It makes sense for it to be for you.
It does.
It's not even
Playboy.
Hilarious.
Playboy.
No,
You know
I'm just
what?
saying
I ain't even. I was
Playboy.
gonna talk to them, but yeah, you right.
No, that's that jam is a fucking classic. Everything about it, the video, everything, and Biz Marquis in the. Nigga, but I'm talking about, but I know that's one that comes to mind that I'll never stop listening to.
Sorry, Miss Fufu, but when I met your ass, you was young, black, and naked.
Hey,
Now you
look,
want
I know we had a lot of topics and shit, but I think it's about time we let the audience get to know us, who we are, man.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. That's what one of the
Fuck y'all
questions
talking about.
was.
We talking about ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
About ourselves this whole goddamn episode.
Shit, well, I know we all got a couple questions for each other. I'll go
No,
first.
say quality answer. What's your favorite Jay-Z song?
I didn't either.
The one with Drake on it?
That shit
One
fire.
of them
Both
was-
them shits is fire.
all three or four of them went to his hard. I can't
Two of
from.
them shits is fire. One of them shits is some bullshit. One of them shits is some bullshit.
Pound cake and fireworks is definitely.
Pound cake.
I mean,
That's that
pound cake and light up is definitely dope. Bro.
And yeah.
Light Up is
yeah,
it.
them two crazy.
Yeah.
Them two is crazy.
That's what you going with?
Let's go. No.
Together, one song.
I'm gonna go with Dead Presidents.
Yeah.
Just because
My president.
The representative.
That
I
is
had
a-
to,
that is dope
coming from
shit.
where I'm
Dead
from, I had to
Presidents
go back and
represent me.
listen to Jay-Z. So when I heard that first album, which is why I still can't believe how niggas have that album so far back on their Jay-Z list, but that's
Because it's like
Reasonable doubt.
you know my favorite.
that,
It's a
that-
shoe in.
If you talk about a perfect perfect Jay-Z song, I think that's up there.
So
That
me and you.
Oh,
are the
that
same
definitely
category. We
is.
had to go back and
That's
listen to
definitely
Jay-Z to become fans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I heard you. I heard
I
you.
mean,
No slight to jigger because.
my blood.
Yeah,
So,
that
you know, I'm
was
from the school.
Oh yeah, you from the West.
Straight
bro.
West Coast. I grew up on Straight West
Yeah,
Coast.
I'm a East Coast nigga,
But
no-
as
no
an
slight to
MC,
say.
who nicer than most of you, you know, as an MC, I had to go. But I went back and listened to him. Once I listened to that album,
Yeah. Look, Jay-Z played the long game. He was like Nikola Tesla. You can have this, but the future is mine. You know what I'm saying?
Reasonable
much
Doubt
y'all
wasn't
niggas
no
eat, the
hit. It
future
wasn't
is
no
mine.
crazy. Yeah, it
Future
wasn't
is
no
mine.
platinum crazy wild shit
Even-
when it came out.
Even though I believe Nas won the rap battle, but when Jay-Z became his boss, Jay-Z won the war. You know
hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Flat out. You might win the battle, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta win
That
the war,
depends
man.
on who you
This is
talk.
chestnut checkers.
I think that Ether shit was overrated.
You're crazy as hell, dog.
Well, look, Benny, what's your answer, man?
Blueprint 2.
No, the song.
I feel that too, though. That's my. I feel.
Oh,
that,
Behave?
That's my shit, though.
Don't
Blueprint
be.
really
what-
talking.
that's your favorite
He
song.
was talking
on
his shit on
tube
that.
sauce. You couldn't walk in my shoes.
That is
was
that's
dope.
the little homie jungle just a garden to me. That's all. Hell,
That's the one of the
Yeah,
illest
that's not
lines
that shit.
ever.
ballistic
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that.
Jay
that
started out-
is that shit.
That's
That
like
is
hands
that.
down,
That's one
like
of the
one of my
illest
favorite
lines
Jay-Z.
ever, bro.
Yeah.
Jay-Z
But that shit'll just keep changing. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
It
And
depends
it's
on
so
my mood,
simple,
though. It
like
depends on
most
my
of that
mood.
nigga's life.
It depends on my mood because I like some of the Magna Carta joints too.
That Magna Carta was a fucking classic, man. That's
Hope
a
my black skin
masterpiece.
don't dirty this
That
white.
shit
pussy.
right
That
there.
Oceans?
What?
That's
Whatever-
Oceans.
That's
You
Oceans?
see
That's
this
Oceans.
motherfucker?
Yo.
yeah,
I hope my dirt
Yeah.
don't
That
black.
shit.
Man,
Yeah.
man,
before the
that shit.
Basquiat show. And
Yeah,
if
that
so,
shit.
fuck
That's
it.
that
I ain't even
Fuck
saying
it.
it was
That's
from the
that
sailing lady. Wrapped
I
on the
love that
Ivory
song,
Coast. I ain't even seen these in the road. Winding down the road. I hope my black skin don't dirt this white tuxedo. Yeah, that's my jam.
Basquiat show. Let's stop. We're probably gonna make some money already, man.
Right?
Well, listen, man. Speaking of
Play
rap
us on
shit,
title, ho.
man.
But
I was just gonna say I had a question too on my shit. I was gonna say, speaking of rap shit, I want to know who is y'all niggas' favorite West Coast rapper ever. That's one of my
favorite West Coast rapper ever?
Pac.
Good.
Mine is Pac.
Can we say minus Pac? Because can you,
I was
can you
gonna say,
argue,
you
keep an argument up for that? He repped the West.
I'm not gonna put that.
That's gonna be Kendrick Lamar.
You know,
I just wanna
we
make sure.
accept Pac, but I understand. Let's for the sake of argument.
Dope, bro.
It'll probably be
What is
Kendrick Lamar.
That's dope.
Yo, you Kendrick?
That's dope.
Kendrick Lamar.
I got
Like ever?
Mine is
No,
Pac.
you said the best rapper from the West Coast.
Well,
No, you said who's my
Your
favorite. You
Your
said my favorite.
Your favorite.
So minus Pac, probably Kendrick.
Who's the best? No, excuse me.
Who's
I'm
the
not-
who's the
Who's
best?
the best?
I don't-
I'm sorry.
I don't
I'm sorry.
know.
Who's the best?
I don't
Not
know.
your favorite. If
Are you
that's-
talking
if that's
lyrical or are
different
you
to
just talking like
In your
presence?
opinion.
What I'm talking about, what's the best to whoever's the best to you? That's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The best? I
Who's
mean,
the
I don't.
best to you?
That's a.
Probably Kendrick.
What's
Who's
the,
the
cri-
illest to you? Like,
Kendrick.
Ever.
Kendrick.
Yeah. I'll have to agree
Now
with
the
Scott.
best I can't say. He's the illest, but the best might be Snoop,
Snoop.
nigga.
Snoop.
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 Snoop was probably the best.
My word. Snoop got to be the best because...
And he's the most known
Snoop
rapper in the
No,
world.
I will argue Ice Cube.
Ice Cube's not
In
more
terms
known.
of- yeah.
Snoop.
Who ain't?
No,
Ice
not
Cube?
the Snoop. It's not
If
more
I-
than Snoop.
You don't think Ice Cube
If I
is
gotta
one? He
pick
got
one,
how many movies
if I
he
gotta
got?
pick one, and I don't even really want to pick.
But
one.
people won't know he's a rapper from those movies.
Yeah, they know him. They know that's all Rivera yet.
But they know his name is Ice Cube.
Yeah.
That's all they know.
But they won't know... But
They know Ice-T from fucking the fucking SVU and shit.
That's
They don't.
okay.
They don't know him from Colors.
But that's okay.
Nigga,
But
know what I'm
And damn
saying?
sure don't know Snoop from Doggy Style, nigga.
They know Snoop from that.
Yeah,
Martha
they-
Stewart shit.
No, they know Snoop from They know him from all that shit too.
Snoop has had more of a music catalog in the
You
last
hear Dr. Dre's
decade.
name, first name you think is what?
No,
Snoop Dogg.
the
Exactly.
Chronic. But here's the thing.
No, first thing you think is Snoop Dogg.
When I hear Dre, first thing I think of is
Nigga,
Chronic.
ain't nothing but a G thing. Everybody plays that. White
Gin and
people,
juice.
white people try to decide on
Gin
if they're going to
and
say,
juice.
nigga, they want to decide if they're going to say
No,
it.
but what I'm saying is, to your point, Snoop has had more of a musical, presence in the past decade than maybe, let's say, Ice Cube or Ice-T. But does that necessarily translate to being better or more, more popular?
It's
Because
tough,
because
are we talking
arguably,
lyrics? I mean, 'cause
like, are we talking music
lyrics,
or are we
that's
just
something
talking
different.
like just West Coast artists?
I'm
Because
gonna
low
put it
key,
like this. To me, it's either probably Ice Cube or Snoop. And that's not because y'all are saying that. To me, I was gonna say Ice Cube.
I would say
or
Ice
Snoop.
Cube.
I'd say Snoop.
Listen, I'll put it to you like this. I put both of them niggas in my top 10 all time.
Period.
Coast period. Rap period.
you would put.
And nigga, to me, I ain't gonna I ain't
So
gonna
you
argue
would
with
put-
nobody putting either one of them in their top 5. Ice Cube is in my top 5.
I would say
lyricists?
Snoop. I would say no. Just talking about
Rappers,
rappers.
yeah.
of
Oh, just okay.
Well, lyricists
Just
too.
body-
Yes.
just
Hold on.
body
Excuse
of
me.
work.
Yes, lyricists. If we want to, I don't.
Cube be talking that shit.
And he
He
wrote
talking
for,
that
and
shit.
he
And we
wrote
talking
for
about
the
lyricist means lyricism. That means
and he
writing.
wrote for the entire
He
NWA.
Yeah, he wrote for everybody.
He wrote for the entire. I mean, that's what I do for y'all.
Went
So.
to the east. Went to the east when everybody wrote him off. Wrote with the Bomb Squad, Chuck D, and all them niggas. Went from the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Cube in here.
Gorillas in the Mist.
No, I love Gorillas in the
I mean,
Shout out
all the Easy E
Shout out
shit,
Ice Cube.
Easy E shit.
And Snoop Dogg, nigga. Yay, yay.
Let's start off the West Coast, period.
Cube was up. But to me, it's Snoop. It's probably one of those two.
Okay, that's an interesting question.
Nobody really answered that.
We just all just answered.
I
it.
said, we said Snoop. You said Cube. Fuck it. That's the West
Yeah.
Side Connection or something. I don't know.
Well, I said Pac.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
Hell yeah, know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, y'all get to know us, man. This is Speaking Slang, talking shit.
No. What's the name of the show? It's Speaking Slang.
Talking shit.
Access
Those gunshots reminded me. Did y'all see that clip of what's the name? The
Loch Ness Monster?
no. Who's the one that snitched?
69.
Yeah. Did you see the clip of him with the gun sound?
6'9".
But did you see the
Man,
clip?
he don't get nothing. I don't want.
Man, fuck that nigga. You talking about?
Fuck that nigga,
You start
dog.
talking about guns and shit. Nah, I was.
Fuck that.
Yo, man, hold up.
I don't
What
know
about the
shit.
dude in Queens that's accused of robbing an 11-year-old girl on her way to the grocery store?
11-year-old.
11-year-old girl. Yo, listen.
That
Why
might be
did
the
she have
illest
money?
trans.
She was on her way to the grocery store. Listen,
stole her milk money?
a Queens man was arrested and charged with
She was
suspicion.
on her way to the grocery
Listen.
store. Just like Troy from Crooklyn.
A Queens man.
Remember they got out on her?
That's funny as hell. But now look, a Queens man was arrested and charged on suspicion of dragging an 11-year-old girl into an alleyway, robbing her and cutting her neck with a sharp metal object. A district attorney in New York borough said Friday. What's the nigga name? Jonathan Perez, 34, allegedly approached the girl early on Sunday as she was on her way to the grocery store in Queens neighborhood of Jackson Heights. A statement from Queens District Attorney. He's accused of pulling her into an alleyway, pushing her, causing her to fall on the ground before threatening to kill her and violate her if she didn't stop screaming. Authorities accused Perez of fleeing with her keys, money, and bag, and cats, whatever that is. I don't.
Cats.
No, cats. It just say money in bag, and then it says cats. I'm sorry, cat statement. That's what
That's
whoever.
fucked up, yo.
The girl was taken to the hospital where she was threatened. Oh yeah, she was treated. I'm sorry for the cut on her neck, according to the statement.
That's fucked up, youngin, man. Shut, man. I hope she alright, man.
Real shit.
4 thumbs down to that punk ass nigga, bro.
So right now
I didn't mean to say it like that.
right now Perez is he's being held and he's awaiting arraignment charges of robbery in the first and second degree, endangering the welfare of a child, criminal possession of a weapon in the 4th degree, and he's trying to get legal representation because he wasn't immediately successful.
Who's trying to get legal representation?
That's what Perez said.
Cool.
He's getting
4 thumbs down to whatever the fuck his name was, yo.
real shit. Jonathan Perez, man.
Doing that to that little ass girl,
Access denied.
Wild as hell. 11 years old. 'Cause she on, just like you said. I'm saying she on her way to the store.
She just on her way to go feed her kids.
And what did he cut her neck with? They said
She was 11.
I didn't even catch that part. That was like something they forgot out. When Tupac had 2 pistols and
She
juice.
been girl for like 10 years now.
Man, stop.
Tax that ass for days.
Did she die?
Nah. She's good. What did he cut her? They didn't say what he cut her. You know what I'm saying, with her throat with. It's a sharp metal object. But she 11 years old. And just like you said, he like, man, give me your milk money.
11.
11 years old.
Let's talk about a 12-year-old. All right. Oklahoma mom arrested after her 12-year-old daughter goes to the hospital to give birth with her 24-year-old baby daddy.
Hold on.
Brenda.
Look, they knew what it was. Apparently, some 12-year-old girl and a 24-year-old man had a relationship. Her family knew about it. The family knew about it. Everyone was okay. They posted on Facebook. They had baby showers. The 24-year-old male and the 12-year-old girl.
They had baby showers?
Everybody was cool with it. No problem. They go to the hospital when she was in labor to give birth, and the hospital started asking questions, you know, like, well, who are you? I'm the father. Oh, she's 24. She's 12 years old.
Yeah.
They arrest him and charge him with a battery and charges. You know, you think about it, they charge him with
Statutory rape and all that other crazy shit.
What was it statutory?
No, it ain't statutory. That's rape.
Yeah, so
probably molestation at that point.
all kind of things. Well, the mother knew about it and was cool with it, so they actually end up charging the mother with enabling child sex abuse and neglect.
Is that the mother's face?
That's the mother.
See, goddamn right.
That's the mother right there.
Wow, she look like she's okay with that.
Tell her
Look at
that
her
the
eyebrows.
fucking baby
Look,
shower and shit.
she look like that used to happen to her.
Goddamn right.
What's crazy?
She looked like that used to happen to her.
That's wild.
She was slinging her. She was slinging her. She got knocked.
Because the 12-year-old's father is in prison on an unrelated case of first-degree rape.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, the 12-year-old's father. So I guess they might have just, like you said, they might have just.
She looked like the Grinch.
Yeah, she looked like she owed Big So.
She looked like she stole Christmas last year.
It wasn't COVID. It was that bitch.
No, she stole some pussy last year. That's fucked up.
Yeah, man.
And gave it to the Grinch.
So
Enter your sponsorship right
Access granted.
Obscure scene, take 2.
She gave it to the Grinch.
Yeah, that's funny.
apparently, the family was okay with that relationship, and so he's been arrested and charged. The mother has been arrested and charged. The 12-year-old girl is physically okay. I'm sure she doesn't no longer have her baby's father or her mother.
Now she's a single mom too. That's messed up.
So it's a single mom and
She's a single. She's a single person.
She's a single person because she's clearly an orphan. Her father's in jail. Her mother's in jail.
They raped that baby.
Baby dad's in jail.
Now she got a
Granddaddy's in jail. The whole jailbird family, just like.
Let's pray for her.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. That was just joking. I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
That's tough.
yeah, that's kind of ill, man.
That is tough.
That's kind of ill, man.
Let's talk about something uplifting.
Listen. Well, I got a question for you guys. Did Wayne Brady actually smack a bitch?
Yeah. I'm sure he did. I'll put money on it. I'll put money on it.
He probably did smack a bitch.
Hey, a motherfucker who could be that calm and cool and collective on daytime TV and keep that smile,
Yeah.
he smack bitches on the
He
regular.
smacked the bitch all the time.
Oh. It's in his daily schedule. Well, Mr. Brady is the secretary. What's on the schedule?
What you think, say, Claude?
You got a smack a bitch session at 4:15.
Did Wayne Brady actually smack a bitch?
I seen that nigga smack a bitch.
See the
It
sign?
was at the CVS.
That is at the CVS. Smacking bitches for $25. Funny as hell.
They was having a sale.
Man, we're gonna call this episode Questions About Us. What y'all think?
That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, Wayne Brady smacked the bitch.
Shout out Wayne Brady smacking bitches.
No. You smacked plenty bitches before.
Smack plenty of bitches. He said this in his daily schedule.
Hey, yo.
Like he wake up. What I got today? Well, first after you get out of the shower, you'll smack a bitch, and then you got lunch with so and so at 12, and then around 12:30 you'll smack another bitch, and then it's just like that.
It's smack a bitch schedule, yo.
That's funny as hell.
Real life.
That is funny as hell, man.
You're correct.
Smacking bitches and Wayne Brady. Shout out.
Y'all are ridiculous. Where does Phoenix rank in the cities that you've been to?
Smacking bitches. Nah, I'm playing. I don't smack no bitches.
Anymore.
Reformed.
I'm going to say
Niggas a reformed
Phoenix.
bitch smack.
Awkward.
Phoenix ranks pretty high.
And what? Smacking bitches?
Awkward.
Phoenix ranks pretty high in the cities I've been to. I moved here simply because of the weather. I gave up a whole career.
Women in the weed.
$1,000, I mean, tens of thousands of dollars a year to move here because it was 85 degrees in February. It ranks pretty high. I'm going to say the cities I've been to, just been to in general,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Phoenix is in the top 5. I want to say, I'm going to put maybe 3 because ain't nothing better than the
That's
bird.
not how many though.
Ain't nothing,
Five.
I mean, that's about cities I've been to.
I've been to- That's what it is.
How many cities? I was like,
Not cities that, he didn't say he said cities you lived in, just cities you've been to.
Cities you've been to?
Right. I used to get it in Ohio, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Shout out to Militia Entertainment, man. Entertainment promotion company. Me and my homie Johnny Bianco, he's from back in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? We used to throw shows
Sound like you got a few-
Pittsburgh, Ohio, West Virginia.
What's his name?
So, you know what I'm saying? Johnny Bianco.
Yeah, that sounds like you got a few things happening downtown. Like, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go downtown and get the papers and get the papers.
If
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
sold in the park, you probably won in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But nah.
Forget about it.
I've been to many cities. I've been and spent a significant amount of time in enough cities to know. I'm gonna say Phoenix is probably top 5, man. Maybe 3. Maybe 3.
got Saquon blushing over here.
I'm gonna say it's Pittsburgh, Ohio, and then Phoenix. And then there's probably a couple more that you add. I used to get it in Ohio like Cameron.
You said
You know what
favorite?
I'm saying? Shout out to Iowa. man.
How is Ohio even on the list?
Man.
Because Cleveland rocks, motherfucker. No, I mean, it just depends. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
Cleveland and Rocks.
I have lived
used to get it
in.
Ohio,
I lived in
right?
DC. I've lived in Chicago.
DC's one of my
Atlanta.
favorites.
Let me
For
tell
sure.
you, Phoenix is not a terrible city. I think Chicago is probably my favorite city, except I don't like the cold. You know, obviously. So when it turns cold, it's no longer my favorite. But I don't know. Phoenix is okay. Been to LA. LA's alright. I don't really like LA actually.
I don't like LA either.
To be honest, I'm not like a huge fan. Phoenix is alright. I would say, would you put it at number 3? I'll probably put it at number 3 too.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible city. It's huge and it's booming right now.
Yeah.
And the market, I mean, everybody's moving to Phoenix.
It
From
could probably
LA.
be number
Well, they
two.
got to
That's what's
because
making it suck.
well,
That's
that's
making it
true.
start to suck.
Yeah, well, they got
After
to.
we moved down this motherfucker. We moved how everybody else started coming.
Yeah.
It might go for number 2 for me. And then it's a flip between that and DC, but those is like places I've lived in and got to know very personal. But I also love Virginia too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been other places, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
but it's more spread out.
Well, they said Virginia is for lovers. Ain't that the tagline?
I don't know.
Yeah, they say that.
Scotty telling me love him.
I love everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Politician.
Headboard Scotty. I mean, soundboard Scotty.
That's funny as hell.
Access granted.
That's funny as
Shit.
hell.
That's funny. That's
Real
good
shit.
shit, man. That's good shit. I'm glad to hear it.
What
So
about you,
top 3
Saquon?
for everybody. Huh?
About you?
Well, shit, I only been to 3 in my life, so number 1 for me. We could go into the next one though now, so it's easy for me.
Right.
So hands down.
You only been in 3 cities in your life?
Dopest dope you ever smoked. Hands down.
I've only been to
Phoenix, Mesa, and
3 states in my
Scottsdale.
3 states.
yeah.
Okay. California, Arizona, and where?
Nevada, Vegas.
Nevada.
Liquid solid
And
gas.
New
nigga.
Mexico. So I guess that's 4. New Mexico.
Wow.
I don't even know why I pressed that book.
I was gonna say Quap, man.
There we go.
Local. Are you local, huh?
Local.
Yeah.
Oh shit, but I don't know. Hey, so to change the subject, did anybody hear Cole Beasley's album? Is Cole Beasley got a song out?
That's the
football
that's the
player?
nigga that that's the nigga that said he ain't
Yeah.
getting vaccinated.
Hey, look, this shit called
Do
Heavy-
something. That's the nigga that started to do something.
It's called Heavy Nuts. But that shit hard.
Stop a
I
nigga,
meant to
stomp
play it
him in his
before the
nuts,
podcast.
stop him in his
hard.
nuts.
That shit hard.
He do that shit with granddad.
Nah, that shit hard.
Stop
nigga.
him in
Look,
his
I ain't
nuts.
gonna front.
Stop him in his
Look, I ain't even gonna front. That Cole Beasley song harder than a motherfucker.
For real.
You know, and he mentioned some shit about not getting vaccinated. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we got to do something. Do something.
Yeah, Cole Beasley, because he said, "I'm gonna fuck, man."
Hashtag do something.
I won't read the article. I meant to play this before the show. We'll play it after the show. Maybe we'll talk about it next show or something like that. But that Cole Beasley song, that shit hard. Called
That's
Heavy
funny
Nuts.
as hell.
He go in.
Heavy nuts.
Oh, that shit hard.
I need to hear it.
Yeah. So we can't play it now. So you know what I'm saying? We'll listen to that shit after the show. We'll touch on it in the next.
Yeah, you can't be like, hey, you heard that jam, Heavy Nuts?
Heavy Nuts.
Like, what? Heavy Nuts.
I want to say that.
Awkward.
And I'm gonna say this right now, man, because I heard it. Shout out to Cole Beasley.
Awkward.
It's not just fun.
Soundboard Scott.
Shout out to that nigga. Nah, I do what I want. I does what I is.
Well, shit.
That's how I
And,
does
and,
it.
and, and speaking of rap, who y'all think the best rapper out of all of us? Yo?
Me, nigga. Huh?
If we talking lyrics,
Without question.
are we talking lyrics?
Best rapper.
We can only be talking.
Because look, the best rapper ain't gotta be lyrical because somebody said Snoop's the best West Coast rapper. He's not the best lyrical rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wrote all y'all music, so I gotta be the best.
I don't mean no harm. And I love everybody at this table, but I'll dust you niggas on any day. And B, you know what I mean?
crazy
But
as
you don't
hell.
gotta be depressed about it. You can always play second. You know what I'm saying? But it's
You could be the Robin to his Batman.
It's Big B. No, I think
Access
honestly,
granted.
I think like a real answer to that question would be that we all have our own. I mean, as is true with any rapper, we all have our own style. It's hard to, because I've definitely heard tracks by Saquon, and I'm like, okay, I should tighten my, I'm gonna change my, move this here, put that there. I've heard tracks from you. You know what I mean? Where I've done the same thing. So it's just like, I know I think it just depends on the beat. It depends on how you ride the beat in the moment. It depends on a lot of things. There's a lot of things. I think at any moment we've all had verses where I'm like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I think consistently I'm that nigga though.
Consistently you that nigga, but for critical acclaim,
Access denied.
and the winner is Benny Domino.
So listen, since you brought that
Obscure
up,
scene, take 2.
Action.
we might as well let them know. We still got a bet on the table. It's still a gentleman's bet.
And
Money
Benny-
bet,
Benny
whatever.
Domino's now included in that too.
Are you damn
Hold
right?
up, what's the bet? Don't include me. Tell me first.
Gentleman's bet.
What's the bet?
The incarcerated Scarface's beat by Raekwon.
Shout out Raekwon.
Shout out Raekwon on the chat. So whoever can make the best song to that beat, whether it's the whole beat, whether it's his has to be at least minute 30.
Yeah.
Say minute 30.
It don't gotta
16
be, you
bars.
know what I'm saying?
Has
Rapping
to be at
about
least 16
someone.
bars.
It's just like you make your own style to the same. We all doing it to the same exact beat.
Incarcerated Scarface.
By when?
Whenever we do it,
Whenever.
we still do this shit.
How long y'all had this bet going?
Months ago.
So it just started today.
Oh, what? This nigga.
I say little by Christmas. I say by Christmas. By Christmas, y'all.
By Christmas.
That's a long time.
I don't need that long.
I think we should do it before you leave.
We can do it tonight.
I was going to say, put the beat on right now. I'm with it. Let's just put the beat on and just, let's just write right now. I'm with it.
Why do you keep on calling my phone? Y'all want to do it tonight?
Hey, listen, homie be at the studio every
Yeah, but y'all don't write fast. Do
usually.
you write fast? You don't. Scott don't write fast.
I already got like the whole dip.
He can write fast, but he can't read shit that he wrote.
No, nothing.
None of that shit.
It'd be take 45,000.
Ain't it LSMC to the mic?
Why is this nigga hit my horn all crazy, man? Like, goddamn.
They miss you. Who's that?
Who's that?
You know who that is?
I was gonna say because I'll answer.
No.
Hello.
No, that's funny as
He
hell.
wanted me to say it like that.
That's funny as hell.
How come I hit that weed, yo?
Oh, my bad. That's my
I
fault.
kind of low-key passed you.
'Cause you was
knee-deep in chicken grease.
Yeah.
Not grease.
Chicken.
Yeah, it wasn't no
He was
grease.
like something.
wasn't
That was
eating
duck, nigga.
Yeah, duck, goose.
I don't even know if it's a duck.
So look,
Speaking of duck, chicken or fish?
Speaking of duck, chicken or fish?
that's definitely a question. That's a good question.
Chicken or fish?
I said fish.
I'm gonna say chicken all day.
I don't know, man.
It's 100% chicken.
It depends on how it's prepared. I mean, could I get my chicken McNuggeted? Like, could I get it diced? Like, how could I?
Yeah, but would you eat your fish McNuggeted?
I mean, there's catfish nuggets.
Catfish nuggets, fire.
Catfish nuggets are not.
There's shark
the same.
nuggets too.
We're not talking. We're talking chicken or
Shark
fish.
nuggets.
If you nugget a shark, he's a good ass motherfucker.
Hey,
That's on
bro.
some Florida shit, shark nuggets.
I had that shit down when I was on them boats down in DC. You know what I'm
I
saying?
forgot you used to do that. I used to come home smell
Everything
like.
goes back to the boats on DC.
I forgot he used to do
Nigga,
that.
link that shit to
That's where I caught the crabs. Twice.
That's for
I
the
got chicken pox at.
He used to come in smelling just like the ocean. He used to have to keep his boots outside the door. Couldn't even come in the house. So I come straight in, strip, and get in the shower. Don't do nothing else.
That was on his days off.
Oh my goodness.
Why? Because you working around the fish and shit all day and shit?
all
day.
day. That's what I
Raw
did.
fish
all day.
All day. I'm talking about
loved it.
7 in the morning
He
to
loved
like
it too.
midnight.
We went down there to see him a
7
couple
days a
times. He
week.
just be beaming. Dreads down to his nipples. What y'all need? What y'all need?
That's funny as hell. But nah, I'll probably say, I don't know, probably fish, because I like a lot of different fish stuff.
That's funny.
What's your
as
favorite
shit,
fish?
bro?
Favorite fish? Flounder, but I don't get to have it a lot.
I ain't never even had
I
flounder.
like flounder. Oh, no.
That's a good
Orange
one.
Ruffy.
Orange Ruffy. That's the
Orange Ruffy is my favorite
Ruffy.
fish. And I definitely don't have that a lot
I
either.
have no clue what the fuck that
I never had it.
Orange Ruffy is my favorite fish. You never had Orange Ruffy?
is. Is that an actual fish that you could that
Yeah,
swims?
it's a little
Yeah,
fish.
good.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say probably red snapper for me
That's that Jamaican shit. The Jamaicans
So
like
you
that
prefer
shit.
fish over chicken?
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Give me a
So
wing.
there's just a lot of different fish, though. That's why I would say that.
Oh,
It's a lot of different
There's
chickens.
only one type, but they all the same.
Not.
These are not the same as no wings
I don't
that
know
we
what the
had.
fuck that
I
is,
don't know what
man.
this was.
Those is,
You caught those on your balcony.
yeah, right?
Exactly. Doves.
Those, that's a, yeah, this ain't gonna tell me. Look, because you know, there's two things you ain't never seen, right?
What's
Is
that?
pregnant Asian women and baby pigeons. He gonna say baby pigeons is turtle doves. I said, hold up, nigga, stop
I
playing.
never seen a baby.
No, they're
pigeon.
not.
You ain't nobody ever seen a baby pigeon.
I've seen baby pigeons
Yeah, you said they was doves.
on a picture. No, I didn't say
You
that.
seen a picture of a baby pigeon?
Yeah.
Where the hell you see a picture of a baby?
Google it.
Baby pigeon.
Yeah, just Google it.
You got too much.
But you don't see it regularly. But pigeons is every fucking way.
So have you seen baby crows? Have you seen baby?
Yes, I've seen them little
So
motherfuckers.
you just
I ain't
seen-
never seen no pregnant Asian women, but there's 6 point something billion of them motherfuckers, ain't there? So that's one thing we know is they fucking. No
Okay,
disrespect.
That's
I'm just saying. You ain't never seen no pregnant Asian woman. Think about
let's
it.
hop
You
off
never
this
had.
topic. We need to hop off this topic.
I think I have.
I don't know if I have.
You don't think? Like,
I can't just come out and say yeah. A lot of.
What about Kamora Lee Simmons? She was pregnant.
She's hot. She's
That don't
Asian.
count.
She's
Why don't
mixed.
it count?
She's mixed.
She's
I said
Asian.
her.
Well, technically, I got an Asian baby because my daughter's had Filipino or some shit.
You don't. Okay, we're gonna stop this racist conversation right now.
Anybody ever seen an Asian midget?
Yes.
Asian little person?
Now, low key, I feel like I may have seen that.
Yeah.
Asian midget?
Maybe, but maybe just look like.
Let's stop talking about Asian people while the U.S. is in Tokyo.
Man, plus they got the anti-Asian bill. You know, you can't say nothing bad about them.
Oh yeah, don't kick us right out.
You can still talk about
First
shooting
day
niggas
on
in the
it.
face, but you can't say nothing bad about nobody else. Good old American racism.
That's crazy as hell. Well, look, man, we gonna switch it up. Hold on, that's that's funny as hell. Nah, but I want to give a shout out to my man Kyrie Irving. Man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all heard, but he's been, you know, he's always the villain everywhere. But no, he just got some good shit going on. I just wanted, you know what I'm saying, let niggas know what was going on with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really though. For real.
What is it?
Right now he got Nah, look. That's what,
See what had happened was.
No. Basically he just over in the city of Roha in Pakistan, he had one of the
Say it
ports.
again.
Roha?
That's what it say.
Yeah, Roha over in Pakistan, basically at one of the poorest villages. He got a solar powered water plant going on for them.
Word.
Yeah, know what I'm saying?
Word.
He's also also been sponsoring a bunch of food banks, shit like that. And then also when all this COVID shit was going on, he was paying WNBA players when they shut their league down. He was paying them out his pocket.
Word up,
Still giving them some chicken. I'm
Well,
probably
that's dumb.
what?
Dumb. No, I'm not shouting that out. That's dumb.
I'm
Why
just-
would you pay and they under the league? Why the league ain't paying?
I'm just saying, like, nah, man, like that's
I mean,
just
it's
dope.
nice, but
And
it's
now I'm
dumb.
saying he
You should have
also.
brought pressure to the league.
Yeah.
Use your platform.
Why would you
to
pay
bring
out of your own pocket?
I mean, he was just paying them like I fucks with y'all, so here goes some chicken.
He
I'm
was
saying,
fucking
like,
some of them. That's ain't no way.
well, so what? I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
on the end of the day,
And
it's all
then-
about tricking.
There's a lot
but
of
then he
bad
also
WNBA joints niggas don't know too.
Yeah, they
Niggas
just
need to
6'7".
tap in.
That's
But
what
look, he also donated millions of
That's a huge
pieces.
bitch.
He also donated millions of pieces of PPP. I mean PPE.
What?
Excuse me.
The
PPE,
pipe,
PPE.
the piping.
PPE.
Yeah.
He said the pipe.
The pipe thing.
Oh no, I was thinking PP. I was thinking PVC.
PVC?
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, but basically,
Why would
yeah.
they need that?
He was donating pipe. And then he started paying them bitches.
That's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
No, not to
name
them.
tag.
No, not to them.
That's exactly what he was
No,
doing.
not to them. It was to his late mother's tribal reservation and shit.
Oh, word? He's native?
Yeah. Well, I guess his mother was.
And so is he.
Well, I mean, of course, but I'm just saying, like,
Word up. Shout out Kyrie, huh?
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just felt I read that and I just felt that was kind of dope, man. I just figured I'd put it out there because a lot of people ain't know that.
Man, look, I think this is going to be an easy answer, man, because there's some less things we touched on and shit. The person who I'm going to vote for clearly made their argument for this shit. Who's the most bougie member out of all four of us, y'all?
Say Qua.
Benny Domino.
What? What?
It's say Qua.
I don't know.
This nigga didn't even want to film. He was like, I don't got a hat.
That was a joke. I was
And this nigga left and came back looking like Kanye West at the stadium building. Like he like Kanye left the Mercedes Benz building and came over this motherfucker.
Hell no. There's no way.
Benny Domino for
We all know
sure.
that's Benny fucking.
For sure. That's what I'm like.
I had to ask that shit. Because the last couple statements, he done came out of nowhere and shit. Said, oh, we're bougie. Like I said, who's the best rapper? He's like, I'll smoke all y'all niggas.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
That ain't bougie.
Kyrie been paying. Why the fuck you do that shit? Like, you bougie.
You know what I'm saying? I just felt like that was kind of dope on his part.
It was dope, but I mean, think about it. Like they're a part of the league. The league got more money. Like
Bougie.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, I feel you on that end. But I'm just saying, like, when the pandemic was going on, I guess, I don't know, whatever, he paid them, he was paying WNBA motherfuckers.
It's just dumb.
I ain't gonna say bitch. I ain't even say bitches this time. I usually say bitches. I ain't
story.
unstable creatures. I ain't gonna call them bitches. Unstable creatures.
He also he refuses to. How do you feel about that? He also refuses to answer questions after after games and shit.
They shouldn't have to.
They shouldn't have to.
I don't think any
Hold
of
on.
us should have
Hold on.
to.
That's a good. Hold on. No, listen
Why?
now. What? Because he don't have to.
Because
Well, contractually, he does have to.
Oh, if his
guess so.
contract say that shit, then, hey, well, maybe he's the bad guy. You take one look at him, he's the bad guy. You never see the. No, I'm just saying.
He's not the bad guy. He's the very good guy.
He shouldn't have to because he went out, he performed as he should have. He just wants to focus on the next game. Man.
Yeah.
Well, they all.
So what if it's cool to just watch the games and don't ever hear from any other players?
I think that would be ideal.
You don't hear from all the players anyway.
You gonna hear from everyone that
Because if I am going to watch sports, I'm watching for the sport. I don't care what you got to say after that.
I really don't.
I mean,
You see me all the time. I play music while sports is on because I don't need to hear what they're saying. I'm watching the game.
It's good as a bonus. It's good for extra shit. But
I don't always do it, but you see me do it as well. Hold on, but speaking of that, before we get into it, because you're talking about should he have to come out and answer questions? That's like the one thing I wanted to talk about. Because did you see the tape, LeBron James? Mm-hmm. So he's at first off, he's at an Usher concert. And he's walking to maybe VIP or some shit like that. So I'm talking about, I seen the tape. It's only like 16 seconds long or something like that. You hear, you got it bad playing in the back. You know what I'm saying? He's walking. So all you see is somebody run up with a phone and they're trying to take a picture. He ain't even do it. Just like they was basically trying to dunk on him. Like he's just Yeah. But then he grabbed the motherfucker, which I assume was his wife. Yeah. And I'm saying, but you only seen him from the back and they had a little fro. It could have been a little Michael too. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
What?
Nah, but he grabbed the person's hand and it's I was just playing. Nah, he was at an Usher concert.
Got that.
A fan ran up.
You Got It Bad was playing.
Yeah, and a fan ran up trying to take a picture.
He mugged him.
No, he didn't mug him. He pushed him like completely and grabbed that person's hand and then walked off into the back. But you
run up on me like that. Like, have some fucking respect.
But my thing is, you just said you said that's fire.
Yeah.
So why is he not? That's the same thing. Should he have to answer questions though? That's the same thing. He might not. He don't. Why should Kyrie have to answer questions? Nigga, I don't want to be bothered by fans every time I go somewhere. But
fans are. I'm not talking about fans asking questions, bro. I'm talking about the reporters. When you gonna sit your ass down after post game and the reporters ask you questions.
Well, that's a slight difference in it. Yeah, but the reason why I was asking is because he's been like trolled and all that shit, because all this shit going on.
That shit, man.
No.
I'm my first.
Do you think he should have been polite? Like you just said it, like man, fuck that shit. I'm not doing it right now. Should he have pushed him all crazy?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, if you're running up on somebody, if you running up on somebody,
that's what I'm saying.
This is 2021. People are crazy. I don't know if you got a knife. You come shank me, keep moving. I don't know.
He's the most hated basketball player in the fucking universe. They might be trying to stick you.
If he felt threatened at all, he should have pushed that nigga like he did or worse. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't seen the video. It's all context.
But look,
I don't know how he really ran up to and all that shit.
I believe so. I just seen it. It was like a jean jacket and an afro. That's all you see from the back.
Could have been anti-stun.
Nah, but look. He's at the concert, so there's everybody already there taking pictures of him anyway. In the video, there's multiple hands taking pictures of him. Just one of the fans wanted to run up and try to get a closer one. So he just turned it over. Well, okay, that's on. Okay, I mean, I feel you.
But you run up on church, you might not run down no more.
The saying is run up, get done up, nigga. That's the saying. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking man.
Like you said, he's the most hated, right?
Well, he
better be glad all he got.
He's the most hated, but he's also the most loved too.
He probably should have security.
No, he's not. He's not the most loved.
He's one of them.
As a matter of fact, there's.
But my point is, he should be used to that.
He's the most hated player in the league.
The point is
recent
star power though.
Yeah, like that's going to happen to you. Nigga, I'm surprised it don't happen to him when he's taking a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure it does.
Everywhere he goes. Everywhere he fucking goes.
Sure
It's
it does.
overwhelming, overbearing. But look,
So look, I feel like there was something else going on. That's why he reacted like that. That's why he grabbed whoever was
Who
saying.
knows?
Like what?
He's a regular person. He could have been arguing with. He could have been having an argument.
That's what I'm
Especially
saying.
if he had his wife with
Look,
him.
that's what I was thinking.
Especially if he had his wife.
That's what I was
Nigga,
thinking.
was mushing the
But there's
shit
a lot
out
of
you,
shit that's
nigga.
going on about him. That's the
Run
wrong.
up
That's
on
all I
me,
was
nigga.
saying.
Hey,
And I had to.
so look, that's on some real shit. Look, fam, motherfucking, when I took my trek across to Pittsburgh and back, we in some state, don't remember the state. Me and my family, man, we sitting there. We just got back in the van from making a pit stop, getting some drinks, refreshments, bathrooms and shit. There was some guy going around asking every single person, every single car for money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm in the minivan, bro, doors open, and my children, especially my son, my 2-year-old son, is on the right-hand side. This homeless guy comes out of nowhere and sticks his head in the side of the minivan where my son is. You got a couple dollars, like, yo, get the back. You know what I'm saying? So I checked him accordingly. So I was on my way, and I wasn't even driving. I was in the passenger seat.
Oh
my
my
time to
god!
drive.
Oh my god!
So he's right here next to me. He sticks his head right in front of my son. Y'all got a couple dollars? I go to jump out on him. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But I'm checking him
Goddamn
accordingly.
right.
That's the same thing with LeBron. He's with whoever he's with.
Yeah.
And you gonna run up on him?
But he's at a whole big ass concert. I'm pretty sure.
It don't matter.
I'm pretty sure he got security and shit.
I don't trust none of them niggas.
So LeBron's level of stardom at a big ass
That's how I would
concert.
run, nigga.
My level of stardom at a fucking rest stop with my family. That's the same shit. You run up on me, we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Were you the one he
if
pushed? Is that why you feel so?
I don't even fucking really like Bron. I'm just talking about the shit. I'm just talking about how you feel about it. Know what I'm saying?
But we talking about security. Would he have had to do that if security was doing their job?
They probably was too far in front of him or too far
He
behind.
might not
Why the
have
fuck
had
would they
security.
be to anything if they were
He
security?
might not have had no
Because
security.
he was at the Usher concert.
I don't know. The videotape is only like 12 seconds long. I don't know.
mush that
I
nigga.
can't get too much. I can't get to a verdict off the 12 seconds.
Y'all know Usher got a Vegas residency up until 2022.
I'm trying to see that shit too.
Got a what?
You gotta stay at
I
least
fuck with
200 feet
Usher.
from Usher though.
He got a
Yeah,
what?
bro, a Vegas residency. So he got his own little show in Vegas running until 2022.
That's probably why he was there. Then it just
Just right,
started shit.
I don't know where he was at because it wasn't my story.
All the herpes spread around Vegas. That's a lot.
It's a super spreader
It's a
event.
lot. That monkeypox popping up in Vegas.
Oh shit!
All right, if you could pick a superpower, what would it be? Any superpower, what would it be and why?
I'd be like Jumper.
What is that?
Teleportation?
Yeah, because I could basically fly if I want.
Well,
Because you can just jump off some big ass shit. And just
As
jump.
long as I can see it, I can get there. So that's basically like flying.
This nigga's R. Kelly, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's real shit. That's just dope. As long as you can see it in your mind or see it visually.
Yeah. Because remember, all you did was look at the picture. I'd be right where that well's at.
Uh-huh.
That's basically like flying.
but then you be underwater.
That's swimming.
Teleport.
No, but just getting there instantly. No, I'm
what
just
he's-
talking
what he's
about
saying is,
because
like-
you remember on the movie Jumper and shit, they was running basically. They was anywhere, just jumping here, jumping. They're in the sky, falling, jumping. Now they on top of the fucking state building. That's basically like being able to fly, yo. So
As long as you can visually see it in your head,
The
you can get
state
it.
building, though.
That's dope.
Or they
the
jumping
Empire
from here
State.
to
I said
Europe?
the Empire. They was jumping.
Yeah.
They was jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you never
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Niggas was in Egypt on top of the fucking pyramids. That's basically like being able to fly.
That's pretty dope.
You like I was just asking.
This nigga was like right here, and then he remembered the inside of the bank. Next thing you know, he's in there and had millions, and they didn't know how he got robbed. No, none of that.
That's pretty dope.
Give me a. I want that power. Not to just go rob banks. No, I'm saying like.
They said just. So I'm gonna get a few. They said not just to rob banks.
I'm just saying like because that was dope. You know what I'm saying like you basically can fly. You do whatever
That
you
was a
want.
good one. Yo.
You do whatever you want.
That was a real good one.
What about you?
Whatever involves getting money, man. I was gonna say
That would be your superpower.
I was gonna say print my own money or something. I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
How was that a superpower? It's like, well,
Print my own money. That would
He run
work.
up on you to print 100 of himself.
That print my own money that would work.
you mean like
That's
you
a
want to be able to
superpower,
just
low-key.
like conjure up
Manifest
your
shit.
own money?
Yeah.
To manifest
okay.
anything. Yeah.
Oh, so you just be
Shit,
anywhere.
why
Oh,
not?
that's a Jedi mind trick. So you just want to be anywhere.
But
Like,
if you could do
So it's
that,
flying.
oh, you want to be basically like you want to be able to like
Ain't
tap
nobody
your
else
card.
do
You
that.
just want to be able to look at the.
You fucking
You just
right.
want to instead of going like that, you just look at the machine and be
My
like,
black card works
wait.
for life on any and everything.
I should do it.
Instantly.
All right, that's cool.
but then
What if money becomes non-valid, null and void? What if it becomes null and void? They're trying to get rid of the $1 bill, right? Are they not?
It's a superpower.
Are they supposed to be?
It's not going away.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
It's not going away. The superpower's not going away.
The current state of currency is very fragile.
What if it's non-valid?
The Midas touch. That's my superpower.
He means
like that.
Oh, but then you can't touch yourself, Saquon. You can't wash.
These balls is gold. Does it work like that?
I'll let the one
That's what happened
fall over me.
That's what happened to Midas. King Midas. He touched himself and he turned to gold. I think that's what happened. Maybe
No, he turned his daughter to gold.
Is that what it was? He was touching his daughter.
I think it was just
He probably was, hey baby, and she turned to gold.
It'd be like that.
But it's a modified Midas touch stuff.
Modified.
You can use it at your will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Word up.
Just like you can fly wherever the fuck you want.
I mean, it's not fun.
We just making shit the fuck up. We can just fly wherever. You can jump to Afghanistan.
The superpower to be to hang with Drake whenever you want. That's what the superpower is.
That's hilarious.
With enough money.
This nigga would be flying over. It's like, what them niggas doing?
Hey, you guys. Shit, that jumper one is a good, but I'm probably gonna say super speed.
Run fast.
Super speed.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Get where you need to be.
Get what you
Speedy
need to do.
Gonzalez.
Get where you need to be. Because look,
Like fuck traffic. That's hard.
Listen,
you can run faster than
I chase aggressively. You know what I'm saying? I am an aggressive chaser. When I want something, I go for it aggressively. I chase it. So super speed.
So you want to speed something up?
Speed
Or you just want to move? You just want to move faster than you do?
Because look, man, when the phone rings, too. You know what I'm saying? Super speed. Wherever I need to be, I'm an aggressive chaser, bro. When I go for something, I chase it aggressively. So if I can get there fast,
I think that because I'm
turnover. It's the turnover.
So look,
You know
I think that because I'm
That's
impatient and so I hate waiting on shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm impatient on
That's
that
what
shit.
I'm saying.
When you're hangry.
I pursue.
Yeah, if I'm hungry, if I gotta be
goals
somewhere,
aggressively.
shit, nigga, there's been times, nigga, you know how much I hate waiting on the bus when you ain't got no car, and you sitting there, I hate waiting.
Oh, no patience. I got no patience either. That's what I'm saying. So
I'll start walking until I see it, but then just because I don't want to stand at that fucking bus stop, I'll just keep walking.
I'll keep closer to my goal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I hate. I'm impatient, so I like that. I like that.
My dream. That's a Drake song.
I thought it was a Barry Black.
That's Guapelli. Closer to my dream.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
Drake.
it is.
Yeah.
And Drake.
Yeah.
Um,
Drake did the remix to that.
Yeah.
Or not the remix. He
hers
did
was the original.
Yeah.
I think I would want to be a telepath. Be able to, like Professor X, control people's minds, make people see what I need them to see. Because then I could do everything that everybody else could do. I could rob a bank.
Yeah.
Wait,
Why ain't trying to rob banks, nigga?
That's what you said you want to do.
No, I
I
said
could
that's
rob
what
a bank
no.
very easily.
You said not
I could make
just-
my own money. You know what I mean? I could,
With a piece of paper, believe me,
yeah, I
you
could
believe
slow
this.
time down so they're effectively. I'm faster. I could, I think I would. I think being telepathic would be cool.
Like you can slow time. That's a lot of shit you just named.
No,
You
that's
do it all
that's a
types of
telepath. That's what. If I could slow everybody else down and I move at the same pace, is that not the same thing as speeding up? If I don't change me, but I change you, I slow you down. Everybody around me is now moving at half the speed. I'm now instantly faster.
Hypothetically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that weed is called pound cake.
shit. That's not you speed.
That's why you bought that shit.
That's funny as shit.
That's that new Drake weed.
That's funny as shit.
Telepathy.
Yeah, that's why I'm the best rapper. I outthink all you niggas.
That's why you're the most bougie. That's what that is. Oh shit. It's me. I'm Benny Bougie. And then how that mean?
That's what it is.
That would actually be hard.
So look.
Well, I was gonna
Go ahead, player.
I was just gonna listen. It kind of has something, I guess, in the alternate world has to do something with that, right? Like, my top question says, would you either have $10 million or go back 10 years?
I would go back 10 years.
Yeah.
Instantly.
I'm
If I can go back 10
I'm
years.
assuming go back.
But if I can go back 10 years
means,
with my own,
right.
like what I have
I'm
right
assuming
now,
that's what that means, right?
then I'd have $10 million.
It's instant time travel. Wake up. You wake up tomorrow.
No,
Wake up tomorrow and my
no.
10 year ago.
Knowing
10 years
everything
ago.
you know.
What?
Knowing
now,
everything.
hold on.
That would be fantastic.
Because you got to think about that. That answer varies for a lot of different people. If you think about it.
That's why.
Because shit changes.
That's my answer.
Yeah, you're right about that. But I was just thinking about it because now I'm saying now we
Like, now, if you a crackhead, you gonna take that $10 million for the last 10 years.
Nah. What I mean is, because I've had a conversation like this similar before. And basically, because a lot of shit changes. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got kids and shit like that.
10 years ago?
You can still make the
10
same
years
kids.
ago. But they ain't going to be the same kids.
Why not?
Why would they be the same kids? What if you got different baby moms?
Man, fuck them
What if you
kids.
got a
Go back 10
different-
You
years
can still
ago.
fuck the same bitch 10 because you know when you.
You know who they gonna be. Just go find her.
So maybe you could not have those kids. Like, oh, man. You can still have the same kids.
I don't think everything.
And you know
will be
how
the
to
same.
get her. You know her favorite
That's
things.
that's butterfly effect, yo. I don't think.
Man, I'm going back.
Some shit's not gonna be right.
I'm going
Some
back.
shit ain't gonna be right.
I'm going back. I'm inventing some
Wait,
stuff
hold
that I
on.
know is
What are you
already here
saying? So
today.
you
I'm gonna
saying
go
if
figure
you
out how to
went
do
back-
it back then.
Something's gonna change.
You wouldn't
I'm
have
going
your
back.
kids
I'm
anymore.
going back.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm going back. I'm the new Tesla. I'm all.
But-
I'm
I'm
not
everything. What you say? iPhone 7?
Something.
Hold on. What is that? Hold on. What does that
going
mean?
back.
Like you saying you coming up with the idea for that?
Yeah, because now I
But do
already
you
know
have
that.
the resources to do that?
I
Do you
know.
know the people to do that?
I do know.
Because we've spoken about it before.
You know enough.
But we spoken about
You know enough to at least
niggas
invest.
stealing an idea, all that type of shit.
You know enough to at least invest.
There you go.
But if
You
you
don't
go,
have to
but
make
if you
the
go back
idea.
10 years ago and you didn't have any money to invest,
Yeah, but now you
You
know
cra-
enough.
It don't
Then
take
you
money.
just
It don't
have
take
the
shit to
knowledge.
invest. It don't take nothing to invest.
money wise,
Yeah, because look, you
Takes
go
money.
You go back 10 years, right? You go back 10 years. You have a
years
regular
ago.
ass job.
Yeah.
You take your entire paychecks and you put it in Facebook. You put it in Tesla. Oh, here's what you got. When those shits pay off.
No, but here's the thing. If you go back 10 years ago into the
now
past.
by the way, you're talking about putting that in those stocks, right?
Yeah, I mean you don't gotta have the idea.
Right, yeah.
I mean, yes,
10
there's
years
certain
ago,
there's
some of
certain
that shit
things
existed.
there's certain things you had an idea for.
Right.
There's certain .coms and shit that you buy that it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you invest in these
But the
companies.
thing is,
And
too,
the
if you
cause
go
and
back-
effect of you doing
You
all that
you
shit,
go
some
back and
shit's
invent a
going
fitness spinner, bro.
to change for you.
No, we ain't say
You
that.
know what? It'll
supposed
change
to
for you.
change.
Some shit's gonna change for you.
It's supposed
You might
to.
not never come to Arizona. You might not never hit it.
might own
You might.
Arizona.
You might not.
Well,
You
but
might
like
not have.
you said, what
You
if-
might not. You
what
might.
if
my mom.
What if you have a
Right
3-year-old?
under my
What
mom.
if you have a 9-year-old kid?
You
What
go
if
back and fuck the
8-year-old
same
kid?
chick.
Hilarious.
But for
You
us,
know where
that,
you met her. You know where she's going to be. You know where to met her. You know
but you
her-
might not be there because you got all this other shit going on. You ain't got time to be at that bar at that time for
And
that.
guess what
You
else you
know,
saw?
So okay, so in,
You can't make
so
sure
you're
of it.
literally
You
just
can't.
going back
You
in
remember
time.
meeting
though.
her there. You know what you did. You remember everything.
So she
I know
like,
where I met all my baby mamas.
yeah, exact time and date.
Yeah, for
So
the most part.
you got you a flux capacitor, nigga. You gonna take? You gonna?
If I did have a flux capacitor where we're going, we wouldn't need roads.
I'm just saying. Just make sure you get it to 88. I guess.
You don't know what that means? You ain't never watched a movie in your life, huh?
I don't know. I watched.
That's Back to the Future too, bro.
All of them.
Where we're going, we
I've
don't
never,
need roads.
never seen that.
You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, nah, shit's
going
gonna
back.
change for you because you might not never come to Arizona.
So,
So you might not
you
deal
put
with
on
your
the
You're
10
saying
million.
you'll
You
give
want
me
the
$10
$10
million
million.
Huh?
You want the $10 million
right now.
today.
Why not? Why not?
I would take that too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Why not? A lot of shit can
man.
change.
Not me. I'm going
A
back.
lot of shit could change, but imagine what you could do with 10 years worth of more time with the knowledge that you now have today.
But with the knowledge that you now have today, imagine what you could do with $10 million.
But that's
'Cause you
but
might
you
have
have
dollars
less
and still-
time.
you still might not
You don't
do
know how
shit.
much time you got left. If I go back 10 years, I know I at least got these 10 years.
But what if it don't work? What if it don't work out the way you
Now
want?
hold on. Now hold on. Hold on.
Today,
Hold on.
not
Now hold on.
tomorrow.
If you go back 10 years, so we're also saying that if you go back 10 years, you're automatically guaranteed to come back, and you don't.
I lived the
nothing,
first 10.
Nothing
You can
tragically
literally walk
happens.
the same
Nothing
life.
tragically
You
happens
can
to
literally
you.
walk the same path.
No, you
Okay, so
can't.
there's no chance of anything
I
happening.
don't believe so.
Why-
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Something else will
That's-
change. You say you got all these
that's
investments
not
going on.
within the realm of.
Now, what if you happen to have
That's a good ass question.
a critical
That's
ass reason or a meeting that you got to be to because you got these stocks going on? So now you can't be at that bar where you met so and so and did this and that and this and that, and now you're.
What if you have a health?
But
What if you have a health problem? None of that's necessary. I mean, nothing that's gonna.
What do you mean?
You're gonna literally live your life as if it were 10 years ago.
Listen,
Again,
you wake
all
up
we're talking
just
about,
with the knowledge
y'all
that you
thinking
know.
way too hard about it.
Yeah.
All he's saying is
I'm
you just
saying-
go back in time 10 years.
You wake up tomorrow.
You wake up
the
in
man
your,
you are right now,
Yeah.
not in brain wise,
but in your
10 years
10-year
younger
ago
you.
body.
Which means that you could walk out that house after with all that knowledge
No,
10
never
years
think
ago.
you know.
You could walk out of that house and walk into the street and get your ass hit by a bus and it's over, right?
Why would
Or
you?
no?
You didn't get hit by a bus 10 years ago.
Okay, but if you were driving up, no.
You'll be a smarter person
Listen,
now. What
okay,
would make
listen,
you?
listen, what I'm saying, I'm asking if you were driving your car and a fucking red light runner hit you and he killed you, that can happen?
But we don't. Yeah,
That's what I'm
Yes,
asking.
it could.
Okay,
But you know what else can happen? Saquon?
That changes
You take that
shit.
$10 million
That
and
changes
you go
shit.
outside to go get it and you get hit by a bus. I mean, it's the same thing.
You don't know if you're going to get hit by a bus tomorrow, but you know you didn't get hit by a bus 10 years ago.
Exactly.
But everything's not going to go out.
I also know I ain't got $10 million 10 years ago either. But I got it today, nigga.
I don't think you get
How
what
does
he's
that not make
saying.
sense?
I don't think you get what he's saying.
I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. I think.
I don't think nobody understands what anybody's saying.
Nobody
So
understands the
to
word.
be honest,
It's chaos.
because
It's
everybody
chaos.
has different rules with that question.
But
Because just
the
like you
question's different for
said,
everybody.
Shit might
because just like you
go
said,
back 10 years.
just
My,
like you
my
said,
daughter might
if
not
you
never
have
be
it,
here. You know what I'm saying? Some shit might happen
Hey,
different
let
than
us
ours.
know.
but
Let us
according
know in
to
the
them,
comments.
they're saying you can walk up to the same exact shit,
Do the same
same
exact thing.
part, do the same exact thing,
You're the
and you're
same
gonna get
person.
the same exact kid.
Everybody you knew, you still know. You just have a different mind state. You have 10
Yeah,
years
that's
of
all
future
you- it's
knowledge.
just
So
10
that's
years
what
of
I'm asking.
knowledge.
So,
But what if something happened?
So
Hold
then
on, hold
you
on.
can't. So then you can't go outside and get hit by a car because everything else is the same. You just have
You
the
still have
knowledge.
that same
So you're
job,
living
you have
it.
those
So you're
same
reliving
friends.
it, right?
No. The chances of you getting hit by a car don't change whether it's tomorrow or 10 years ago. The chance is still the same. You can get
You
hit
having
by a
the
car
knowledge that
tomorrow,
you have
can get hit
today,
by a car 10
going
years
back
ago.
changes
But
everything.
but
Because you
so
might
you're
do something else
psychic.
and take a different
So-
job
so-
interview.
So,
You're not
so you
psychic.
can get
Hold
hit
on,
by
hold
a
on.
car.
10 years
Hold
of
on.
future
So you
knowledge.
gonna go work every job that you had 10 years ago just to lead up to where you at right now? Just to keep the same knowledge?
Do you think that you can't? Listen, do you understand that with 10 years of knowledge, you can be where you're at in 2 years and not
Exactly.
have to wait 10 years?
So that means you're gonna
I
take
understand all of that.
the knowledge
I
that you
understand what
got is
he's
gonna
saying
make
as
you
far as
turn
if you had
a
a
left
kid,
somewhere when you was
gotta go
always
back,
going
shit
right,
like that.
and that's gonna turn.
And
That's
that
gonna
left-
be a snowball effect of something that's happening today.
Yeah,
and that
it's
could
gonna
change.
propel
That could be a
you,
number of things,
and it's
which
gonna
you
propel
might not have
you.
that kid that you got now.
Oh, nigga, we don't
For
care.
us fathers at the table, you might not have. You might not be where
But
you're at
that'll
right
be
now.
the-
That's
Your
I agree
choice.
with you on that.
That's
That's
still
what
your
I'm saying.
choice
Like,
because you
See,
know
you're leaving it up to
exactly where
fate.
that person is
Just
going
go
to
make
be
the
with
Then
same
that's a
kid.
dumbass choice to keep. Why would I go back? Why would I press rewind to walk the same steps?
Think about it.
Because I know the same thing.
and
Think
to
about
me,
it.
y'all are leaving it up to fate
Think about
Yeah.
it.
by going back 10 years.
Because in
and having
order
to
for me
relive
to
this
take the knowledge that I got
This is very
That's leaving
today,
it up to fate.
10
is
years
very
ago,
That's
interesting.
what
hold
to me
up,
is
look,
interesting.
because in
Church, you're
order,
correct,
in,
though.
Church like
how you're very incorrect.
We're correct on this.
In order for you to take the listen,
Yeah.
You don't.
in order for
I
you to
don't
take
think-
the
I think
knowledge
it's-
that you got today,
well, I don't-
10 years back or
Right.
20 years back,
Right.
you're automatically, if you want to do something good or take what you got and do something with it and become something that you ain't now, there's definitely going to be a left when you was already going right
Yeah,
somewhere.
we're not saying go
and
back
that's
10 years
that's a
and walk
ripple
the same
effect.
path. That's the whole point, is that you don't walk the same path. You go back 10 years in the past, you make better choices, and then that way,
And that's a
doesn't take-
ripple effect that changes something today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Change all this shit so that we can be in a mansion. Like, that's the whole point.
Supposed to.
You're supposed to make the change.
Run for
That's the
Just-
point.
but-
There's a-
but just make sure you
But,
go
okay,
back and,
so let me get deeper. Okay,
But just
so
make sure
all right,
you
hold
go
on.
back
What
and
if something
find the
happens?
same baby
You
mama
go back
that
10
got
years.
the same kid.
God forbid, I'm not gonna tell you what's up. You know what I mean? My mom will say, say something happens to her just because you made it up, because you wasn't there to pick her up when you did pick her up 10 years ago from somewhere, because you had a meeting going somewhere and something else happened. I mean, it could be an ill ripple effect.
But you know what's going to happen, so you make sure that you're there. No matter what you got going on, you already know what's going to happen.
How? How can
Because
you
you
make
have the knowledge from 10 years.
Nigga,
You-
nigga, no.
No, it's exactly that. It's just like somebody giving you a map and saying, don't get lost. As long as you follow the map, you won't get lost.
Yeah, just because you know your area surroundings.
Exactly.
But you know your area surroundings from 10 years ago. You know what you did in the past 10 years. You know how you got to Arizona.
And I'm going to do the same exact thing to get here?
You know how you met your
might
baby
not be-
mamas. You know how you...
Yeah. You might not make the exact.
That's his problem.
Yeah,
Dice, you don't remember dice.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm
Everything
just
was him was
saying.
rolling the dice.
Nah, but
I
look.
was on here because I was...
What was her name again?
Yeah.
Look, what I'm
what
saying
it is.
is, no, there's going to be a ripple effect somewhere down the line.
There is supposed to be.
That's the whole point.
And if you become a...
But it could turn out. It could be turn out
it's
to be
gonna
something
change the
negative.
timeline too.
It's going to turn out.
But if you go back 10 years,
No, it's not,
But
'cause
if
it's-
you go back 10 years,
It's not
and you
changing
die
the
a year later,
timeline
oh well.
because the timeline hasn't happened yet. It's
That
not
was
changing
fake.
no timeline.
Here's the thing: if you
I'm
wait,
asking.
but if you get your $10 million and you die tomorrow, none of us even know if anybody right now today
you answer my
in this
question, though?
real but in this real time, real life, right now happening right now, none of us know if we're gonna wake up tomorrow morning once we go to
Absolutely.
sleep. None of us know that. So what's
And
the
we
difference?
also don't know if we're going to wake up the day after we go back 10 years.
So what's the difference? That's
The
my
difference
point.
is give me that $10 million if I don't know the difference.
Give me the $10 million.
Give me the $10 million.
But listen.
Oh, no. What? Now you just changed it. Give me the $10 million and I die tomorrow.
That's the same shit.
You changed
Listen,
it.
Saquon, obviously none of us died 10 years ago.
But that don't mean that's not going to
I
happen.
said if you went back 10 years ago and you died the
'Cause
next
that could-
day.
no,
Just
how
like
would
he
you?
said,
But how
if you
would
take
you?
the $10 million today and you die
But
tomorrow.
how would you die the next day? Apparently you didn't die 10 years ago.
Because something happens with the knowledge you got.
Saquon, are you a
You're not
ghost?
supposed to
Did
have
you
back
die?
there,
Is that what this
and it
is?
makes you do something different.
Again, hold
that
on.
you
Well, what
did.
y'all are arguing, what y'all are
And
being
it's gonna-
funny
it's
about
gonna-
is my
it's-
question.
It's going to be a
What
ripple
you're
effect.
being funny about is my question.
No, I mean,
So, okay, my thing is, so you're saying you go back 10 years from now.
Right.
So the thing is, either you go back 10 years from now and you literally are reliving everything that you lived, you just have the knowledge of it. That's being psychic.
That would be insane.
That's pretty much what the fuck that is.
But then you going to use that to get win the numbers
But
or
what
some
y'all
shit?
are missing-
You going to win the lottery or
I
something?
guess. Why the fuck
And
not?
you doing
That'd
that
be the
is
easiest
going
way
to
to do it.
change
Why not?
some other shit.
Why the fuck
Do
not?
you know
These
you
niggas
can
talk
bet
about
on every
Tesla and all this
Super
shit.
Bowl?
Then we just go right
You know you
number
can bet
down
on
the
every
scratch
sporting
card.
event that you remember?
Yeah.
Like Back to the Future
So
with the
then
Martin
fuck
Luther
it.
King.
And then
all
shit
this
was
other
fucked up when he
bullshit.
came back. Then shit was fucked up when he got back, wasn't it?
Not for Biff, it
His
wasn't.
mom was getting pimped. Look, his mom was getting
Not for
pimped
Biff,
and everything.
Not for the person who had the knowledge.
She had $10,000
The
titties
person
getting
who had the
snapped.
knowledge, they was living good.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, you're
Take
right.
the knowledge.
All right.
Knowledge is power.
Well, he was a villain.
Power.
I mean, look, hey.
Look, I root for the villains.
All right.
A villain ain't nobody but a hero who got discouraged.
Yep.
Right?
That Dark Knight
Look,
fella.
hey, look, every villain has their
Let him be the
story.
hero.
Look at the Joker movie.
He was always a villain.
No, he wasn't always a villain. He was misunderstood.
He wasn't always the villain.
He was misunderstood. He was shitted on by the world.
He had a condition.
He was shitted on by the world.
Yeah,
His villainy helped him survive.
Mm-hmm.
Because look, it's a cold world out here. Sometimes you gotta be who you. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do a lot of cold shit for a hot plate.
Nah, word.
That's coming straight from the lips of the illest rapper at the table. Benny
Or-
Domino. The most critical.
Access denied.
You want access denied me?
That's fucked up.
Me? You not entertained, nigga?
That's funny as hell.
Let us know in the comments. Would you rather take $10
This is
million
the question of the night.
and
I
live on,
guarantee you it's gonna be
or
something
would you
like
rather go back 10 years?
With all
The
the
knowledge
knowledge that
that
you
you
have
possess.
today. Let us know down in the comments. That's a really good
Man, you can
question.
bet on every sporting event.
As a matter of fact,
Stupid.
I mean, you could do all that, but it's
Stupid.
butterfly effect. That's all I'm saying.
you just scared things are going to change. And that's
Something's definitely going to change.
but that's the point.
But why take that gamble? Just give me that chicken. Because, hold up, some shit might change and it might not work out for me, and I still end up fucked up.
$10 million
And
is a
bro.
lot of money. That's not a lot of money.
It's enough for me. It's a lot for me.
No, it's not.
that. You think this thing he might be the most bougiest nigga. $10 million?
It's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money.
That's enough to.
$10 million is not a lot
That's
of
enough
money.
to recreate 10 more million.
Look, to a motherfucker who might not have.
I'm not gonna make that. I'm
So
not
motherfucker
I'm
who
not
might-
gonna argue that with
for a
you.
motherfucker who
I'm
don't
not
have
gonna argue $10
$10,000.
million with you, bro.
You know what
Nah.
I'm saying? I don't have 10,000.
It's not.
Exactly.
It's not a lot of money. I know it's not a lot of money.
Like,
I mean, that's perspective.
It's a rich nigga's $100 bill.
Yeah, but if any of us got $10 million, I mean, that's That's perspective.
Is you not going to do something to make it
us.
create another
But
10
it's not a
million?
lot of money in the world.
It's not a lot of money.
It's
in
a
the
lot
grand
enough
scheme
money
of
to.
things.
The question was
houses
you.
that
The
cost
question
more
was
than
you, not
There's
the world.
cars.
I don't need a house. I don't need a house to
The
cost
question
more.
wasn't the world.
I don't need a house to cost more than that.
question was
I don't
you.
need a house to cost close to that much.
Right?
Exactly.
I do.
10 million, but if you get 10 million, if you get $10 million, well, honestly, no, Scotty, no offense, you get $10 million, dude, you gonna be like, what's the dude's name on Lucky?
Mr. Deeds?
Nah, Smoking Aces.
Oh.
He gonna be dude high as hell in the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? With the cards and shit. Buddy Aces, what's his name, bro?
The one that they
Smoking
shot in
Aces.
they shot him, didn't they?
Oh, I
man.
think I did see.
Smoking
Yeah, I did
Smoking
see
Aces,
that
don't
shit.
want
I did
Alicia
see that
Keys
shit.
or who's in that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alicia
ain't
Common and shit. was
Yeah.
Common, yeah.
Nah,
I
look.
seen that
Look,
shit.
Pook's doing this.
I'm
I'm
being
ordering
there.
30 more bitches. You know what I'm saying? $10 million is gonna last you.
Bring me my bitches.
2 years. I'm gonna say 10 million in about 2 years, bro.
Crazy as hell.
2 years top.
That's crazy as
You know
hell.
what I'm saying? You gonna blow this. Because like you said in the last show, you do something for me, I'm gonna overpay you. You know what I'm saying? You said in the last show,
You
fam.
did say it.
Yeah,
million
but now
about
I ain't gonna overpay that much. You all look like MC Hammer and shit.
Hey,
They
hey,
gonna
I
be
do.
taking his bags up to his hotel room. He gonna be like, I got you a yacht out front. As soon as you're done. Got your boat downstairs.
you said I overpay everybody.
We in
Good,
Europe.
bro.
I got
Just buy this baby cash.
So go back to the future, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, I'm gonna take that and make that work something. Cause I'm gonna call y'all niggas and we're gonna make it work
You ain't
together.
gonna call me. I ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna be 10 years ago.
You'll just be 10 years younger. Hey, you gonna know, but I told you when you got that 10 million, you gonna be 10 years younger. That's all that
By the
is.
time I catch up to you, you gonna be talking about 10 million. I'm gonna be
You still gonna be here.
10 million. Gonna be chump change to me.
Oh shit, I'm talking about 10 billion in that, man.
150 billion.
But I'll turn it into 10 billion.
You
I'm trying to go up to the moon for 8 minutes.
And then
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say. And then what? What you need
Do you
$150 billion
understand?
for?
Do you understand? Because it exists? Because it exists? Because it's possible?
What? Are you telling me you don't shoot for the stars? What
So-
you mean? What
so-
you need 150 billion for?
Huh?
Cause you.
I don't need. I don't need $150 billion.
You don't know because
I
you
don't
never had
need
it.
that.
You wouldn't know if you
No,
needed it
no,
or
no,
not
no,
because
no,
you never
that's-
had it.
What the? That makes no sense.
It makes
I don't need $150 billion. Nigga.
I
What are you
do.
talking about? That makes no.
I need as much as I could get. As much as I can
You
get my
want
hands
as much
on.
as you could get. I understand that. But need?
It's possible. It's possible, that's why. Because like I said, $10 million ain't a lot of money.
It's not, but it's enough money to get me started. As you said, shit, I could die early as hell in the 10 years I go back, or I can just have that chicken tomorrow, but I invest this in something, and then they can assassinate me like JFK. Look, they can assassinate me like JFK after I invest something to get my kids.
Go back
right.
in the time, warn us about
be
COVID.
straight.
You can go back in time, warn us about Trump. You can go
I
back
don't
in
believe
time.
a nigga from C City talking about just COVID.
Warn us about Trump. I'm going to go back in time.
Boy,
I'm
niggas adding a lot of shit.
Niggas,
Now
hold
we
on.
gotta go back in time and save the world.
I'm
and
a
shit.
trademark, make America great again.
Go back and try to save the world like Bill Cosby and shit.
I'm going to go back 10 years and I'm a trademark, make America great again.
Exactly. With the red
So when they
hat.
come looking for it, they can just pay me for that too. With
the red hat.
So fucking man.
Go back in time.
I'm going to go back 10 years and then in 2018, 2019, I'm going to go to Vegas and I'm going to bet as much money as I got that Trump will become president in 2020. I'm a bet on everything because you have the betting knowledge. You don't have to invest in nothing. You have the betting knowledge.
I don't know if anybody wants to
You have the betting.
Cheer.
You have the betting knowledge of 10 years in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You can bet that the fucking Patriots is gonna come back on the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl, fam, and win. You can bet that, knowing that it's gonna be true. Nobody thought the Patriots was gonna be 24 points down and come back to win that Super Bowl.
But what Tara's saying
But you
is
could've
that,
bet that.
or what Scott is saying is that, with you going back in time, it might change the outcome, and they might not win. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Shit, they can have a different season. They can have a different season.
Hold on, you betting so heavily on that line might change that line for everybody else.
Vegas,
might
right.
change the line for Vegas. Might change the line for that whoever that quarterback is to throw the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So they might not have a good season that year. We'll hold on to that.
No, you just going back and gonna change the season. You just place bets on every single game. You already know what's gonna happen. Just like Biff Tampering. You know what's gonna happen.
Just like Biff.
Just like Biff.
McFly.
Hashtag just like Biff.
Where we're going, we're gonna need roads.
That's what I said.
So,
Ain't that Tim the Tool Man's
Home Improvement.
yeah, ain't that his line and shit?
Nah,
Just like Biff.
Biff?
Oh,
Biff.
Bedford.
Oh,
Bedford.
Oh,
Bedford.
yeah, something.
how you remember some shit like that?
I see some shit. Anyway, what you talking about?
so we was talking about Biff Tanner. Let's talk about bullies. So we're talking about bullies. I don't want to call China a bully, but so America has been provoking China by selling their naval ships up and down the South China Sea, which China has claimed the majority of. So now Britain has been doing the same. Britain said we ain't with that bullshit, dog. I mean, China said we're not with that bullshit to Britain. Britain said you can't do what your big brother can do. They said we've been patient with America. China said Britain is a bitch asking for a beating with its South China Sea warship challenge.
That's the actual headline. I'm reading it.
That's the actual fucking headline.
China is a bitch.
No. China said Britain is a bitch
Oh, damn.
asking for a beating.
Damn.
Because they said, America's been provoking us.
The Chinese don't fuck around.
They don't.
They do not fuck
They
around.
don't.
You can't even have more than one baby. They come and kill them in the
Facts.
They
middle of the
changed that
night.
policy because their birth rates are going down.
Oh, okay.
So they changed it to 3, I believe, now.
See how that works?
You know what I mean? They said, yeah, but look, they control their population for as long as they needed to. China,
That's crazy
because
as
they
hell.
said America has been provoking them in the South China Sea with issues dealing with Taiwan and a couple other islands in the nation. But now Britain is starting to do it. China said we're not with that shit, fam. Like, just because America do it, don't think y'all can do that shit too.
Yeah.
Y'all keep it up, we're going to smack y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? We're going to attack your ass. Real shit. The HMS Queen Elizabeth and her carrier group arrived in the disputed waters on Thursday and are set to sail through Beijing's backyard alongside 8 other vessels in a show of strength to Chinese President Xi Jinping. But Chinese state media has warned any move seen as a challenge to islands, which Beijing lays claim to, would mean Britain is being a bitch and asking for a beating.
Why do you keep saying that word so hard like that?
Man,
Being a bitch,
Because you
man.
gotta say it like that, because that's how they meant it. It's a bitch, like my nigga too short. You know what I'm saying? Editor-in-chief of the state-run Global Times, Hu Jing, said China would make an example of any British incursion into the waters claimed by Beijing. U.S. ships have repeatedly entered the 12 nautical mile limit of Chinese islets in the South China Sea, and China has exercised maximum restraint, he said. But it does not mean we will tolerate such provocations for long. And it definitely doesn't mean U.S. allies can imitate Washington's dangerous acts. It said, to put it precisely, if the UK wants to play a role to coerce China in the South China Sea, then it is being a bitch. This is China's words, man.
Do something.
Do something. If it has any substantial move, it is asking for a beating. So apparently China said, man, we're not with the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? We let America come up here and, you know what I'm saying, slide and shit, but not the next nigga. China's not with the shit. So in the midst of everything that's going on, man, we are literally still looking World War III right down the motherfucking throat. So, yeah, that's that.
How y'all
That
feel
was
about
some wild shit.
How I feel about that, man? Listen,
that? What's he doing?
Oh, no, he good. No,
hit it with the skibbity paps.
I swear to God, I'm like, I know somebody tapping over there, but obviously ain't nobody over there, so I don't even want to look.
Hey, shout out to
And I
Benny.
look at this.
Shout out to Benny's cat, yo. Just random hit say quap with the skibbity paps in his back. You know what I'm saying?
That was wild.
They was telling him to pass him a brew. He's like, yo,
How I feel about that is, You got to handle your own. China's not with the bullshit.
Yeah.
China's not with the shit.
You can't be talking no shit.
So we gonna see.
They never been with the shit.
Never. You know what China said to George Bush Jr.? George Bush Jr. was
Do
talking that
something.
shit to China, right? China said we will march our soldiers
That was the
backwards
illest shit I ever
across
heard.
across the Pacific Ocean.
That's some
and by the
gangster ass
time
shit.
our floating dead reach your soil, we will march our soldiers across their back. and still
Moonwalk
defeat
backwards across these niggas.
I said, and George Bush Jr. changed his whole goddamn mind about
You goddamn right he did. He took his ass right back to Texas.
That's what's going on.
That was fire.
But, you know. Well, that being said, China ain't fucking around, baby.
This is Speakin Slang
Yeah, boy.
What else we got happening in this crazy world?
in this crazy world, man.
Hey, listen, man. I know niggas was talking shit about my boys earlier, so I'm gonna bring up my other niggas because I just want to get into
Lakers?
sports real quick. Yeah.
Russell Westbrook.
Nah, Drake just got signed over there.
Yeah. He gonna be next. You damn sure gonna see that nigga at games after this shit.
We gonna get sued like fuck.
Russell Westbrook, nigga. Russell Westbrook, Lakers. Russell, AD, LeBron.
And guess what's gonna
The
happen?
King, the
This
Brody,
quote-unquote
the
super
Brown.
team bullshit is bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
And look, man,
That's
I'm
not
an
what the
old
question
nigga. I'm an
What's the
old
question,
nigga.
Saquon?
I said I'm an old nigga. He said I'm a honest hoe. And all my hoes is
Go ahead,
honest.
talk your shit. I'm
I'm
just
an old
talking shit. Go
nigga.
ahead.
When I was into the NBA, you didn't want to be with the best. You wanted to beat the best. To prove you the best, you got to beat the best. But now, all these
Overrated.
quote-unquote superstars just teaming up on one team to try to win championships.
So talk about
That's
so
bogus.
when you was growing up, who was it then?
Mike,
Bull,
Mike,
Michael,
And who was on his team?
Scotty,
Scotty, and Dennis Rodman.
and
Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
Aren't
You had
both,
John
aren't
Paxson,
both of those
Tom
two of the
Lewis.
50 also two of the 50 greatest players to ever live?
Scotty
Like
always
they're
played
literally
for the Bulls.
I'm just they're literally on the list. Like
Scotty
in
has
the Hall
always
of
played
Fame.
for the Bulls. Michael has always played for the Bulls. Except when he came back and played for who the fuck ever it was.
So what?
Carolina, no,
Timberwolves or some shit like that.
Wizards.
Wizards. When Mike came back with the 4-5, that don't count. But they always played for those teams. You gotta understand. That's like when Jordan beat Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. The next year Isaiah came to the Bulls.
We also
Or
talk
Barkley came to the Bulls.
and
Come on,
Rodman.
dog. You know what I'm saying?
in the other sentence, we also talk shit. We also say shit about the shit is real slave like the whole league itself.
Yeah.
Drafts,
Yeah.
plantations,
Yeah.
getting drafted, all that type of shit. So you saying these niggas they should be loyal to these white owners?
No, they
on
should
these
start their
teams.
own league.
they did the big three.
No, well, Ice Cube did that. Shout out to the West.
Well,
That's some other
Well,
shit.
all these players who believe that they're still being slaved out, they need to go over.
And I'm not even going that
and
far.
start
I
their-
was just making a point. I'm
saying-
not saying people. I'm
They
not
should-
saying
they
they
should
feel like
start
they're
their own league,
slaved
'cause
out.
I
But
don't believe
why
that
should they be
yeah.
so loyal though to that organization?
Because you're forming super teams. You're watering down the sport. The sport's starting to suck. Because now you got the best players all trying to join up and be on one team. But that sucks. So that leaves 30 other teams with some mediocre ass players. You like, what the fuck? All this shit is boring, and you got about a handful of teams who's always going to win all the championships every year.
They should play better.
But all that said, but the last finals was entertaining in the motherfucker.
They should jump off the motherfucking slave shit. The finals was predictable. I call it. They should jump off that.
It was not.
They should jump off that fucking slave shit and start their own league. Period. You have the talent.
They don't got the money.
They do have the money. They have the star power. You don't need the money. You have the star power. Because no matter where LeBron goes,
No, you need
people
the
are going to
money.
go watch LeBron.
That's not true. It's going to have to take all of them, not LeBron.
Well, all
Not just LeBron.
Well,
they
all
can't-
of them. Well, all of them.
Niggas put a lot of shit on LeBron. Man.
Because
it's going to take a lot more than him.
all
He
of
put a
them.
lot of shit on himself.
But if LeBron did it, somebody else would go, and somebody else would go. But the thing is, and you know what they say? They don't have enough money. The problem is there's so much money. People are looking at $100 million contracts. Of course, you don't want
but
to
we're
vary
talking
from that.
about $1 billion industry. Like they would need like massive capital to pay everybody's salaries.
But the thing is, the money they already taken from the league, live off that for a minute. But it will take no time because what's going to happen if the massive superstars leave the NBA? Those massive sponsors are going to follow those superstars.
But
so that's where the money comes from.
Where would they go?
The big three, like you just said.
Oh, the big three. Oh, okay.
Those sponsors are going to follow.
Yeah.
The reason why the sponsors aren't fucking with the big three heavy because they don't have the names to pull the fans.
Well, they got the old niggas.
But
they got some.
But
they got older guys. I mean, like
it's just simple as this. Say if the top.
That's because they're treating the big three like a scrimmage.
If the top, they're treating the big three like it is because it's
like a pickup game down Mellon Park.
African American, it's 3 black men.
Because it's
a
3 on 3. Because it's not a full.
They got it in the Olympics.
3 on 3 is an Olympic sport now.
Okay.
Period. So it's 3 on 3. Let's say if the top 15 NBA players left the NBA and went and joined the big three. You don't think Pepsi?
It can't be the
Coke,
big three. They gotta. If you're gonna start your own league, you gotta start your own 5-on-5 league. It can't be the big three.
Who said who designed the schools?
Because that's what niggas want to watch.
No, not really. You can change the game.
No,
you can change the game.
It's
3 on 3 is more exciting.
Yeah, you could change the game.
You change the game.
Just because that's just the way that it's been.
When's the last 3-on-3 game? What's the last Ice Cube 3-on-3 game y'all niggas watch?
I don't know.
I've never
it's
watched
more
it.
exciting.
I never watched it.
So why is it more exciting?
It's an Olympic sport right now, and the big
That's
three.
not the question.
The big three just formed a few years ago.
The only thing that makes the game
and now it's an
exciting,
Olympic sport.
not the only thing, but the thing that is sensationalized is the sponsors. So they got the big commercials, they got the big stadiums, they got all the fancy.
Not
this,
to
all
the
the
real
fancy that.
basketball fans that really watch basketball.
The real basketball fans. That
It's
really
not about
actually-
advertising.
That's it.
I'm just saying
It's
it's
all
not
about,
like
it's
so-
all about advertisements from the perspective of the people selling it to you. I'm not
that's
talking
what
about
I'm
the
saying.
fans.
Oh, that's what I'm
Fans are the fans. They're gonna watch what they want to watch. But what I'm saying is they
The fans are gonna buy the advertisements.
That's the whole point.
That's
That's the whole point.
But
So the fans have to like your product.
also, people this shit Saquon. When we talk about the Bulls, the Bulls that was here: Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. We don't name 3. Look at any
Big
NBA
3.
team, you're probably
Big
gonna
3.
name 3 people.
Big 3.
Okay, so look,
So what's the difference?
that's just it.
That's the
So
point.
you only want to see those 3 people anyway.
But what's the difference between then and now?
Because
Now you're calling
you
it a
don't need
super
5.
team.
You don't
Back
need
then it
5.
wasn't that.
You don't need 5.
No, you do need 5.
But we only name
You
3.
do need 5 in the
Look at any NBA
actually
team. You might only name 3 players off that team. Those are the only 3 people you want to see. So they play those 3 against those 3. Holy shit! Now you're talking about Bron, AD, and Westbrook against name another 3. You're like, oh shit! I'd rather watch that than watch these 10 motherfuckers run up and down the
But
court.
you're not gonna name another 3. They're probably gonna win every fucking time.
Curry.
But the fact that there are other guys involved,
Who's the
that's
top
why
3 in
they
Brooklyn?
aren't gonna win all
Who's
the
the top
time.
3 in Brooklyn? Harden, KD, and what was that motherfucker that like Griffin
And what they do last year?
against LeBron, AD, and Westbrook.
They lost.
But
Both of them
that's
niggas lost.
not
Both of them
what I'm
lost.
saying, man. Listen, we're talking about the big 3. So
That's
you're talking
what I'm
about
saying.
watching KD, Griffin, and Harden against LeBron, AD, and Westbrook. Fuck whoever else is
Both
on
the
the
big
court.
3s last year on both teams. One of them, at least one of them, if not 2 of them on each team got hurt. So now who are you watching if it's only big 3?
Of course, they don't have substitutions and shit like that. But there's less chance of getting hurt because you're not running the whole court. You're playing half court 3-on-3 basketball.
Okay.
With 6 professionals, that's less chance of getting hurt. That's less. You're doing all this shit. That's less you have to do. You're talking about 3-on-3 half court
Not
basketball.
the same game.
It's not. That's the whole point. But that's the whole point. It's not the same game. Change the game. It's not the same game.
But people don't want to change the game though.
Those people.
I'm saying change the league. I understand. I'm with you. Change the league. Make your own league. But the 2-on-2 and
The point that
3-on-3
he's
shit,
making
no.
is there's
It
already
should be 5
there's a
and 5.
league already that we can turn to.
Ice Cube made that league up. Fam.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of. Come on, I know. You gotta. If you make a league, you gotta make it.
Why can't you support that one? It's an actual
You
league.
can. It's already. Again, I just asked everybody at the table when's the last time they watched one.
I have seen it before,
listen, the
but I don't
professional
watch
So
it.
y'all, so y'all answer that question.
The professional NBA wasn't shit until the ABA absorbed.
But you're comparing a giant to an anthill. You can't really
I
say, it's not as exciting.
I never brought up the 3-on-3 thing.
But you don't have to.
I never brought up that specific.
No, but what you're saying
so
is, when's the last time y'all watched the game?
I'm not comparing
they don't
that.
get the same airtime. They're not on CBS. It's not a major
They're on
sporting
ESPN.
event. Yeah, but it's not the...
That's the same shit the playoffs is on.
I don't have cable.
And we still find a way to watch them games, don't we?
You know why? Because the NBA is a giant. It's a huge
Advertising.
machine. You can't compare. That would be like saying right now, if somebody said, well, why don't y'all just listen to the Breakfast Club? It's the same thing. We're just starting out. You can't compare. It's like apples and oranges. Like, you can't look at the NBA and say, they
have a 75-year head start.
Exactly.
And then they have, if the NBA didn't advertise, people probably won't watch that either.
Exactly. And they advertise everywhere. They got
no
jerseys.
advertisement, zero.
Exactly. And you got to think about all of the advertising. They just did
That's literally everything on TV, though, right?
Yeah, everything on TV, jerseys, book bags. They just did.
No, literally everything on television, not just NBA. That if there was no advertising, none of that shit, nobody would be watching anything, right?
We're talking about the NBA specifically.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, of course. Of course, that's advertising, man.
But you're really not, though. But okay, we can keep it specifically to that. But my only thing is, first of all, my only thing is, I don't think there's nothing wrong with the super teams, because super teams to me have always been in existence in the NBA. You're not going to name, especially a dynasty, nobody like that, where somebody just won it by themselves. You're just not gonna name.
No, I'm talking about.
Period.
I'm talking
so
about,
to me, that
these niggas beat you last year, so your star player now go join their team.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I mean by super team.
Like KD,
like Westbrook, like
he said.
Westbrook, nobody beat Westbrook last year.
He said he disagrees with it's like joining a bandwagon. It's I want to go now and be over here.
You are considered a superstar, but you go join another superstar ass team to try to win a championship.
Well, I mean, the goal was to win a championship.
But back in the day, it was to be the best. You wanted to beat the best.
Everybody had an equal.
wanted to beat Jordan, not join his team. They wanted to beat Jordan.
Yeah, but see, now everybody.
Jordan's team.
I think people just no, but we're in such a cheater society. Everybody cheats. Everybody wants
That's
to shortcut.
exactly
Everybody wants
People
to, you know what I mean? Like the easy way out, bigger contracts, less work, bigger endorsement.
Exactly.
Like they don't even really want to play. They just want to be in a Nike. They just want a shoe with a Nike check on it. You know what I mean? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't generalize because I don't know what those people want. But I'm just saying, like it seems like it's about a lot more than just the love of the sport. Like say Quad was getting to, it's like real fans. You talk about real fans, real
not
anything.
about the love of the sport.
Y'all are talking about the love of the sport.
It's not about the love of the sport no more.
No, stay with me.
And try to win it by themselves.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Stay with me. Like I don't think that nobody.
LeBron James should have stayed with that racist motherfucker that was the owner in Cleveland instead of going somewhere else.
I mean, he went back, didn't
he? He did. Which was some bullshit. I don't know why the fuck he did that. I don't know why. All I know is why he said he did it. That was some bullshit. I wouldn't have done it.
He did it for Cleveland.
He said he went back.
That's what he said.
And that's him.
Did it for Drew.
And then he went back and he won that shit that first year, and then he was out again.
Did it for Drew.
So
Carey.
maybe he really meant that. But he did that to spite the owner, the racist motherfucker. I wouldn't have done that.
I'm gonna spite you by making you more richer.
So I'm gonna stay there by making you more richer?
No,
and
you went back and won a championship there. So the racist motherfucker
I would have
made them more richer.
agreed. I wouldn't have done that.
Don,
so in other situations, like Damian Lillard, for example, he's been with Portland for all his career.
Yeah.
He's a superstar, top 5, top 10 player easily. He should stay in Portland, or he should go and try and go somewhere else where it may be somebody that could help the nigga out, because he stayed there for all of his formidable years.
Maybe
in the career, right?
Maybe not. But
so stay there and continue to have the same shit happen. And not give yourself a chance.
If you have that type of status, you use your status to make the owner build a team around you, or build a team up around you. You don't. Now
you talking about the employee.
So you said
the employee making the owner do something.
So you saying Damian Lillard should go try to join the Bucks?
I'm saying I don't fault him for trying to do that. I'm not saying what the fuck the nigga should do.
I can't judge the man.
I can't
judge the man.
Shit.
But
hey. But again, you're not going to name me anybody in any era, especially the last 20, 30, 40 years, of niggas who just won it by themselves like that. There may be a few.
Let me go back to
maybe one or two.
It's a team sport.
Exactly. So it's not going to happen.
But not a.
So,
I want to be with.
But and then again, we talk about all these super teams, but who won last year? I mean, it's not last year. This year.
Something.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
They not a super team.
No, they did it organically.
So amidst all the super teams, somebody could still win. So why not have the? Why not
Because
have
everybody on
both?
that super team trying to be the superstar. Everybody want the ball. They fucking up. They being stingy.
Word.
Well, we can always agree to disagree. Let us know what y'all think down on the bottom, man. Russell Westbrook, Lakers.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook and the NBA. But we just talking about how we feel about it.
Win. Long story short,
I was even saying that.
Hopefully they do that before California becomes an island.
The predictions is that Phoenix will be beachfront property in the next 15 years, 20 years.
You see them pictures I sent you? I had a beachfront view a couple days ago from all that flooding.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, man.
That was like yesterday. Shit. Where we at
Speaking
now?
slang,
Talking shit.
Access granted.
Tonight's episode is a little unorthodox, but that's okay. Just because we just was wanting everybody to kind of get a little bit more of idea of who we are as individuals. So we were shooting some promo, and we kind of were a little bit more relaxed, eating the chicken and the drinking. And so, you know, it's just what we do.
Yeah, this is more of an introduction into our mind states as individuals and shit. And what are our personal? What are our personal opinions? Let me ask y'all this and shit. What did y'all want to be when you were small? Let's say about 10 years old. What did you want to be? Football player, professional, all that shit.
linebacker.
Heard that.
When I was 10, I probably wanted to be some type of superhero. Like maybe like on the X-Men or something.
I lived on a basketball court when I was a kid.
Yeah,
For sure.
And they sink shit.
Crazy as hell. Crazy as hell.
Scotty still shooting his shot all these years.
Hey, nigga, I dunked on a
Is
70.
that where it come from?
Hold up. Hey, hold up. But
They owe you, man.
I dunked on a 76ers court before and practiced with Allen Iverson. What you talking about?
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot my shot, Scotty. They owe you, yo.
So you went to summer camp before? That's what you
No.
He was in the Boy Scouts too.
I was.
Yeah.
I was in the Boy Scouts, but I didn't go to summer camp for no basketball shit.
Nah, shout out Scott Lindsey, yo.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But nah, hell yeah, I practiced with that nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Staff handles.
I was that nigga, you know
I
what I'm
give you
saying?
that.
Like,
He was pretty good.
my uncle, you know what I'm saying? My uncle put me on. He was a walking coupon, you know what I'm saying? So he knew some niggas that knew some niggas that knew some niggas. Got me up there practicing with the whole team and shit.
The whole family of hustlers, bro.
You know what I'm
Like, look at that shit, man.
Real shit.
Had no
Nope.
business up there practicing. He just up
All
there
the way up in
practicing.
Philly. Real shit.
My whole life, man, I always wanted to make commercials. My whole life.
Commercials?
Yep, seriously. Even as a kid.
Really?
Yep. I've always wanted to make commercials. I didn't know how it needed to be done. I always wanted to make commercials.
Well, here's your chance. Anchor
That's
FM.
why that's where that shit come from. You said we getting to know a lot about.
You see? You just
My whole
gotta
life.
ask the
Still
right
to this day. I still want to make commercials.
That's
I watch
what's
commercials
up.
on TV like I could do that better, yo.
Yeah, because you think,
I don't know, like write them, direct
So
them.
you
yeah,
creative
because you always
director.
think
Yeah,
of,
I
you know
want
what
to
I'm saying?
make commercials.
I feel you.
Real shit. When I do sit down and shit, you know what I'm saying? My pen nice. That's why, honestly,
You
I'm
wanna
the
make
best
a
rapper
movie.
out of all y'all niggas because I'm the most rawest rapper out of y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sound like somebody else, man. Ain't no fuck to my style.
That's funny as
Who sound
hell.
like somebody else?
You
No.
sound like my uncle.
That's so funny.
Awkward.
Sound like my uncle.
Ask your uncle.
That's funny as hell.
Man, speaking of rappers, man, I'm gonna just get into some music shit, man. I don't know if niggas know, but a couple of niggas done released some new shit. Isaiah Rashad,
What's the name of that shit?
House is Burning. I don't know if niggas know anything about Isaiah Rashad. He from TDE.
That's my guy, man. Yeah, I fuck with him. The whole album drop. All right, that's what's up. Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out.
That shit crack. Too.
Shout out Isaiah Rashad.
That whole shit is crazy. Shout out to TDE.
For sure.
Shout out to
Kendrick dropped some new?
No, I'm just saying TDE.
Oh.
And that's what niggas is really waiting for. But that Rashad shit, that Isaiah shit is crazy for real. That shit is dope for real.
How many joints is on there?
I don't know. It's like, it's in the teens.
Oh, okay. 13, 14-ish.
I mean, something like that.
That's what's up.
But it's dope.
I might have to check that joint out. When did it come out?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that joint out.
That's what I'm saying. It's a new shit. Brand new shit.
I'll probably download that shit tonight. Don't sue me.
Tink. I don't know if y'all know about Tink.
Yeah, I fuck with Shorty a little bit.
Next.
Tink. You crazy as shit. Heat of the moment. You heard it?
What, some new shit?
Yeah, I heard it.
Or it's an album?
You heard the album, the Heat of the Moment shit?
I got title. I get it instantly.
Word. That's what the fuck I got. For real?
It's alright.
But you knew her before that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She's always been trash. But this new album...
Okay.
Obscure scene, take 2.
Action!
That's funny as hell.
That must come from somewhere.
I ain't never went checking, you know what I'm saying, for Shorty though, but I knew who that was though.
Well, I was introduced to her years ago.
Yeah, me
as
too.
A rapper.
I heard her on some shit with like. Matter of fact, they took her verse off of that jam with her and Jay-Z. That's how I first found out who Shorty was. Yes, she was. Her Jay-Z. Look. Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and she was on it, yo. And they took the verse off of it.
No, I don't think so.
I'm telling you, yo. What's the
Sierra Marie?
No, nigga. No, she's on. They took her verse off, yo. Rick Ross had her verse taken off or some shit like that.
I think you got the wrong girl.
Yeah.
Oh, we could bet money though. That's how.
T.I.N.K.
You talk about moving bass?
Yeah, she's on that move. The original moving bass. She got a verse on there, and they took it off.
Is that thing from Oop Show back in the day?
No. That's Tweet.
Oh, good.
That's the took off my clothes to live with myself. That shit was.
Jay-Z was on moving bass.
Moving bass, yeah. That's Jay-Z and Rick Ross, and she got an original verse on there, and they took it off before it came out.
He ain't lying. Look,
that's how I first found out about it.
That shit way ahead of time.
That's how I first found out about Shorty. Yeah, that was some years ago. Whenever Moving Bass came out. What album was that off of?
He ain't lying.
Moving Bass.
So understandably, Timberland would have preferred the version of Moving Bass that featured his own artist rapping in concert with 2 industry veterans. Ross also wanted a potential hit for himself. The official cut of Moving Bass released in 2014 cuts Tink's rapping and melodies from the track and leaves Jay-Z with only a hook to his credit.
You're absolutely right.
That's when I first heard of Shorty.
Why did you encourage Ross? Every artist has his own choice. So it was just Ross's prerogative, basically.
Yeah, because he's like, who the fuck? No. All 3 of them was on the original song. They took her off. Like, who the fuck? Who is she? Basically, I guess that's how he felt about it. Like, man, who is she?
They said it was
on a song with
cluttered. They said the original cut was too cluttered with her on there.
But they aired it. Like, I heard it aired somewhere. Like, I mean, and then
it was.
And then I heard it again, and I was
Timbaland's
like,
interview on
I heard it like on the radio and shit.
She aired
Timbaland's interview on the Breakfast Club.
Yep.
I guarantee that's where you heard it.
Oh, okay.
Because that's once you said that, I remember that.
Because I remember I never heard that on that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did.
Yeah, it was trash too, wasn't it?
I ain't never went.
The new album, that shit hard. She got some shit on there. She got at least 4, 5, 6 joints.
How many tracks on the album?
Again,
is it in the teens?
Look it up. Yes, it is in the teens.
If you got
4 or 5 jams,
if she got 12 or 13 joints, that's a pretty good album for real.
4 jams is a good album.
It's a pretty good album. In today's standards, shit.
Hold on, how many jams on there?
By today's standards?
No, she got 14.
14 songs?
Out of 14
She got, hold on.
Wait. Y'all are saying that out of 14 songs, if the artist has 4 good songs, that's a good album?
By today's standards.
5.
Yeah, because if they got 7 joints, that's a hot album for real.
6.
So she got at least 6 out of 14.
That's not even half.
Yeah, and that's a good album.
What are we talking about?
A hot ass album out of 14 would be 8 to 9 songs, all straight to Sugar Boom, and skipping only 2 or 3.
No, I don't understand. I think that's
today's standards are different.
That's definitely that's considered a good album for real. If you got 14
every
tracks,
album. That's every album. If it's 14 tracks and you get 6 or 7 good ones, that's a good album.
Bangers,
commercially viable.
No, that's good. He said
good. He didn't say great.
Yes, he
no.
did.
No. I didn't say great. I said that's a good album. I said 8 to 9 would be a hot album. That's a hot album. Where you only got a few skips and everything else booms. You got 14 tracks. You got 8 to 9 jams on it. That's straight fire. Yeah. That's a hot album for real.
Everybody ain't gonna like all 14 of you.
Mm-hmm. And you might have one intro. So there's really 13 tracks. Mm-hmm. Everybody got an intro.
I don't like every single one of Jay-Z's songs. You know what I'm saying? Or Tupac's or whoever. Yeah. Whoever is supposed to be the best nigga. You know what I'm saying?
What's the Jay-Z song that you don't like?
A lot of shit off Kingdom Come.
Ain't no nigga.
A couple joints off Magnum.
I never really liked that song.
I wasn't really. I wasn't never really into the volume.
Yeah, from the Nutty Professor soundtrack. I never liked that song.
I wasn't really into the volume.
Was that him and Fox?
Like
yeah.
He definitely got throwaways in that volume series.
There's definitely a bunch of jams in the volume.
Yeah.
But not.
You know which one I don't like is the one put out the bounce.
Oh yeah, that's on
That's my shit though. I fuck with that joint.
I didn't like it.
That's off the Blueprint too.
I mean, I could rap. I know every word of it, but
is that it in the music news though? Like, is that all you had?
I mean, the real thing. I mean, Silk Sonic got a joint. I don't know.
Who? Silk the Shocker.
Yeah. That's it. 2 for 2. Them niggas 2 for 2.
Silk Sonic.
2 for 2. That's it.
It's Bruno Mars and Pac Anderson.
Oh, when they be in like the Mexico or something like that, and they be skating. They got that video or something.
Yeah, so Sonic's
I seen that joint. Yeah, I seen. I ain't never really listened to it.
Speaking of music news, man, anybody see Bobby Shmurda's last couple videos?
Did the hat come back down?
Nah.
You know he threw the hat up in the video. It never came back down.
Them niggas been dancing like that, man.
Nah, look, the last couple.
I didn't know what you gonna say.
The last couple videos that Bobby Shmurda has released, man, they say he's dancing like he's a member of the community. And look, it's hard to argue with because they said jail changed that, man.
I did not think you was going to say that.
I did. They already did.
They said jail changed that, man. I mean, it's hard to argue with. He dancing like an auntie in some of the videos.
He's still doing a Harlem Shake and shit like that.
Nah, he wasn't Harlem shaking, bro.
He was doing shit like that.
Nah, no, he wasn't, bro. He was gyrating and...
He was shucking and jiving.
Look. He was one back bent away from twerking. Like, he was...
Oh, my God.
Awkward.
Those moves weren't quite really masculine. You know,
Awkward.
I seen it. Those moves are not masculine.
So I seen the bitch.
The one video showed him waving his hands over his head like this. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Move.
Yeah, that's the
not a masculine move.
thing. That's the thing.
That's not a masculine move, bro.
I
just be honest.
I can't even speak to it.
Be honest.
I've seen them doing it.
Nah, we'll so no copyright shit. We'll listen to that motherfucking Beasley song after the podcast, and we'll watch some Bobby Shmurda videos, man. And those moves were definitely not,
copacetic.
Speaking of East Coast rappers, what happened with your mans too?
What you talking about?
What's your mans from the squad, Griselda?
Oh yeah. I forgot. That was something I haven't looked into the. I really can't. Get into it. But so your man, he talking. So I've heard. So I seen in the headlines. Your man Conway the Machine has got all this shit going on because he had a concert with a skirt on too.
A kilt.
A kilt, skirt, whatever.
There's a difference.
There's a difference, motherfucker.
That nigga ain't wear no kilt up in Buffalo in the corner, nigga.
Was it a kilt? Was it plaid?
No, I think it was like the leather dip like Kanye had on, like you know what I'm saying,
now there are African nations and other nations where men wear things similar
Like over in Troy?
What you're describing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not in East Buffalo.
Not in Griselda. They got on skirts.
New York.
But that's just like Kid Cudi. Not Kid. Was it Kid
They
Cudi?
were not dressing Saturday Night.
Boom, 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 boom.
I thought that was ridiculous.
I do not approve of that message.
Look,
He's talking about he did it to honor Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain did it back then.
Kurt
what Conway did?
Cobain, the drug.
his house is his house is like a museum and shit. His childhood home
Of horrors. Who the
Kurt
fuck would want to
Kurt
walk to
Cobain.
Kurt
J.
Cobain's
Cole.
house?
that shit just happened. Yeah, they just put it. Huh?
That's J. Cole.
No, Kurt.
No,
No,
Kurt
yeah,
Cobain.
yeah. They just
Who
can't.
died?
Yeah. His house is now a museum or some shit. You can go. His childhood house that he grew up in.
I'm
He
saying
OD'd.
J. Cole.
No, he-
I know,
J. Cole,
1407, 1407,
it's
yeah.
the same thing.
Oh,
Kurt
Lord.
Cobain.
Good.
Yeah, that wasn't an OD. He overdosed on bullets. He blew his fucking head off.
Last headache.
Yeah. But no, his house is a museum now. I actually just seen that too, but I feel like it was worth bringing it up because I
got a
really
headache.
didn't care.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I'm just saying that I didn't look into that article, so I would really have to before I could touch on it. But the nigga, they just saying he. Look, I'll even show you I'll show you the pic right here. What it say?
Yeah, I need to see that.
I just screenshot it.
Is that the video?
No, it's not. Look, so it's in the. I just screenshotted the headline.
If you look, go to.
It don't even show the pic. It don't even show the pic. But it looked like there was something crazy at the bottom of that. But I just screenshotted it just to keep the headline, and I meant to get into it.
I did just watch Formula 51 the other day when Samuel L. killed the whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
shout out to Samuel L. Jackson.
hell yeah, shout out to Sam, man. That nigga been in every movie ever made.
Even when he was saying,
Because it's a different skirt.
Nah, he ain't had no shirt on with the shit I'm talking about.
Well, this is also a skirt.
What that nigga's wearing skirts? I don't know, man.
That's it,
No,
right
this ain't it. That's not that from that picture.
Yeah.
that's a skirt.
No, but what you just showed us
there.
was a different.
Skirt's the same.
Oh, is it? Well, that's an Alexander McQueen skirt. I can tell you that.
That makes it okay.
That
Makes it okay.
That's what the niggas.
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying it's
The nigga
Alexander
said
McQueen.
some shit like that though. He tweeted some shit like that. Like, this is Alexander McQueen, so I'm gonna wear this shit, or I'm gonna continue wearing this shit.
That's absolutely a skirt.
Yeah,
However you
granddad.
feel about it, it's a skirt. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely a
I
skirt.
don't like that at all.
It's a bitch move, granddad.
I ain't gonna, he can do what he
Access
want.
denied.
He can do what he want, but I can't go sign that shit.
Nah, man. I'm not feeling it. Where you hiding the bricks at, fam? How you hiding the bricks with a skirt on, man? You talking about you got the bricks and the keys and
Ain't that funny? You know who you ain't never seen in a skirt?
me?
Drake.
God damn it! I'll tell you.
Drake.
Ain't this
That's
shit
what
crazy?
he's getting ready to say.
Full circle.
He ain't never been in a skirt on camera, nigga. That's what it is.
On camera.
Drake ain't wearing no skirt.
So which one is what? So I don't know what.
You know who else you never seen in a skirt? A whole lot of men.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand what that has to do with Conway.
But you know who makes music for hoes? Drake. You know who I want to fist fight? Drake.
Okay. Because he makes music for hoes?
No. There's something about him I want to fight him, yo. Like, I don't know what it is about him. Like, I don't want to fight that nigga.
He gets a lot of hoes.
Something about him.
Because
is
I love him.
Yo, I'm far from a jealous nigga, bro. I'm never
talking
jealous
shit.
of nobody. That's not even that me to be jealous.
Welcome back to Solid FC Raphael.
On the next Jenny Lake.
No, Jenny Jones. It was Ricky Lake.
Jenny Lake.
Hold on, did you hear
them
the one?
together.
Hold on, did you hear the joke about about Ellen DeGeneres? About Ellen DeGeneres?
About
Ellen DeGeneres.
who? Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah. They found her face down in Ricky Lake.
That's
I'm about to show y'all this. That shit funny as
Access granted.
I feel like that.
Shit just tickled me.
I'm about to show y'all this Bobby Shmurda dance. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
You
see.
seen that shit? Nah, this ain't it.
What's funny as hell?
You seen that shit, Saquon?
like a Jamaican nigga.
No, he don't.
That's how them niggas dance.
No, they don't. Yo. No, they don't.
Oh no, he look like He got some pullaways on. He look like when he's like, Mama, when you get back, you make me a sandwich.
He look like he's trying to dance like the
Look, I'm saying the way he dancing like OG Triple OG when it's like, oh, Tupac, so gangster, nigga. Like,
come back, Mama, make me a sandwich.
Yeah, Mama, you get back, make me a sandwich. He's in front of the couch and shit, like, so gangster. Look at my shit's funny as hell.
That's not how the Jamaicans dance.
That's not how Jamaicans dance.
That's how OG Triple OG dancing. He ain't seen them niggas since he was a kid, so.
That's just how you see them niggas dancing on jail videos and shit. Nah, dog, them niggas be in the
You know what it is? It's this.
Yeah, that's
what it is.
That ain't it.
That's the
that's
the trigger.
The new shit.
No.
See,
asking for a friend.
You look like
That's
a city
the
girl.
new dance, man. The niggas do this shit. That's the new. Come on.
That's
You
a
done
dance.
seen a million niggas do that.
I have
ain't
never
never
seen a
seen nobody do
nigga. I
that.
ain't never seen a
I
nigga
don't
do
know how
that.
the fuck. I'm the only nigga that done seen that shit. Nigga, come on.
Awkward.
Yeah, it's all of this.
Yeah, it's too much of that.
He just having fun. How old is he? Was he like 20?
Grown.
I got 24, 25. I don't know.
That nigga just got out of Rikers Island, nigga. That nigga's grown.
Oh, ridiculous.
But yeah, no. Hey, yeah, okay. Well, you just having fun. We'll chalk it up to that.
Chalk it up.
Yeah, we gonna leave it right there. He might have been waiting trying to catch that goddamn hat that never came down. I don't know. Who knows?
Where the music at? That's all I want to hear. I don't give a fuck about all that shit.
Yeah, real shit. I'm definitely excited to hear
Still
some
ain't put out
music.
still ain't said a word since that nigga's been released.
Can't put his
Just
arm
be
down to
dancing
write
on
anything.
videos and shit.
That's what it is.
I want to hear what it's
I think that there was
I thought-
a time when I felt like I wanted to, but now
I thought when Young M.A. first came out, she was part of like G Stars at first because it came out. I mean, that came out. It sounded just like. I'm saying,
Yeah, I think it might have had a sample on it or something.
it does sound just like the Schmurder, the Schmunny dance. They had the same feel.
Yeah, real shit.
I was like, oh, that nigga got some new shit out, or this one of his mans.
But you know how the industry goes, man. Something pop, and motherfuckers will ride that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers will ride that shit. But we are speaking slang. Talking shit.
Dipset a lot.
Locks.
Shit is Tuesday, right? If we record on Tuesday, by the time we record, it'll be over. So
We gotta watch that.
final prediction.
Lots.
it's the loss.
Not even a question.
Another question. Without no question.
I heard that Dipset busy track.
What do you think? Biggie, Benny,
It's gonna be definitely a wild ass. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing.
Because here's the thing. They don't need to. If you watch the verses or any of them, it's different. Most of the people that have won, they think on paper, they were so it's a different thing when they lie, or a different thing when they really lie, it's a different thing when they really out there. That's
You telling me that the locks on that player Freddie? That's what you're trying to say. That sounds like that's what you're saying. The argument you made, you got to different.
keep swinging, Robbie Briscoe was supposed to win.
They did already have Bobby Brown got washed.
I was like, probably when I was one.
He got washed.
95% of people
That petty ass nigga. But his chin was on his shoulder. Definitely was. He sliding over the video. He's trying to catch his chin.
That's funny as hell.
But you think, I'm saying, like, he do got mad joints though, man, commercials. Yeah, he's trying to go back to it. He can go back to LSG and everything else.
Keith Sweat right before LSG. Then LSG, then Keith Sweat again. He didn't start at LSG.
Do it with
audition. Keith Sweat was solo, then he joined LSG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, man. One more question for y'all, man, before we get out of here. Would y'all go to the moon or further if money was no object?
No.
I don't think so.
I would.
You would go to the moon?
Y'all like doing shit like that.
You like doing shit like that? In comparison to going to the moon.
I'm just saying shit that's out of the norm.
I like doing it.
See, yeah, I like doing shit like that.
Shit is,
Yeah, I just texted Ansel last week. They get me in space.
nah, I'm just saying like, nah, yeah, like,
What if it blow up? What if you don't get, you can't come back? Maybe, I don't know. I'll be too scared.
If money was an object, you can figure everything would be possible. Everything would be safe. It's not like you're an experimental flight to outer space. But wherever you need to go is possible. They got the Star Trek shit. Man, you go to Nebulon 6, whatever. There's a spaceship. There's a spaceship. It can get you there. You don't have to. Like they say, it takes 40 years to get to Jupiter. You don't gotta live 40 years. If it's possible, if you can get there.
I go.
So I mean, what's the real question then?
If you can go to space,
The question is, would you
know
go?
for
You can get
sure
there safely.
there's nothing gonna happen to you.
The question is, would you go?
yeah.
Would you want to go, or would you be like, nah, I'm cool. I'm stay on.
I still
They niggas ran up on you like, yo, what's up, fam? What's up, fam? What you doing this weekend? We going to the moon.
Who knows?
Like, and it was just like a regular thing, like going to Vegas. Like, oh, what's up, nigga? Hey, we going to the moon this weekend. What's up? You
when
trying
they
to?
said them white niggas landed on it, no,
Some
better
white
be a
niggas.
club, a couple bars and
white
shit.
niggas.
Like, some bitches there, like,
No, I'm just saying,
what's
like,
the point in going? Just to go see
from Total Recall.
nigga, what's the point of going to?
like,
What's the point of going to the fucking monument to go look at a tall ass building?
Fam, I could
nigga,
take you
saying,
to
like,
some shit that probably looks like the moon. It's in Arizona.
but I'm just saying, like,
What the fuck?
just for bragging rights. How about bragging
Don't
rights?
get me theorizing.
Ain't nobody gonna believe that shit. I died, nigga.
But I'm talking about like, if it was like a norm, if it was like a norm or something
I
like that.
poured E&J and Hennessy bottles before, nigga.
Nah, but I'm saying like,
I'm gonna tell bitches that anyway.
if it was,
Tell bitches that anyway.
if it
I've been to the moon several times.
I'm just saying like, if it was just regular though, you know what I'm saying?
I've been to the moon several times.
Wow.
Man, say koala bear.
You wouldn't just go. You just ain't there just like gonna go see some shit to see some shit.
I don't want to get on a plane, fam. You think I'm gonna go to space?
Why would you not get a plane?
I don't
You
like
only
getting
been
on
to
the
4
lift.
states. You don't got nothing to compare it to.
All those things is connected to Arizona.
Yeah, you gotta.
If you need
Oh, he went to that one spot.
Me personally, I don't want to go out there, but I'd rather be able to explore the ocean. And I know it's dark.
I'm scared of the oceans. Hell
See, I
no.
feel like I can't breathe underwater.
I don't go in the ocean past my kneecaps, nigga.
Water, Benny. No, you're correct.
You feel like you can? You should have seen this nigga at the pool.
I feel like I can't do that.
Yeah, that's the way this nigga was at the pool that one day. I'm telling you, this nigga was trying to do a belly flop or something in the
breathe
pool.
in space though, so I guess in the example there would be a way for you to breathe underwater. Then
Look,
you can't breathe in space either.
Yeah,
so.
In all fairness, he did say he wasn't going either. He said, I ain't going nowhere.
To where?
No,
To
fairness.
space?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm staying right.
But what about ocean if you could breathe underwater?
No, I still wouldn't go.
No.
The pressures of the ocean.
That might be worse than space.
Your
nigga.
body would compress like a Coke can, like over.
But if that wasn't a factor,
You say
though,
compressed like cocaine?
a Coke can.
If you
talk
do
about
what?
like. But if that wasn't a factor, though, if you wouldn't implode and shit like that because of the pressure.
Like
No,
you,
I
like,
still wouldn't go. I don't want to see what's at the bottom. I personally feel like there's just some things in this world that we're just not meant. It's not my eyes aren't meant to see it. If I was supposed to see the bottom of the ocean, I'd have gills.
But
I
niggas go
don't.
to the beach.
So I don't
Niggas go to the
necessarily need
beach.
to see the bottom of the ocean. You know why I can go to the beach? Because there's oxygen on the sand. I don't need to go into the water and go to the bottom of the ocean. I don't need to do that.
Oh,
don't
shit,
need to
I
see
don't get in the water at the
couple
beach.
toes, that's far
Yeah, I'm
enough.
cool.
I was gonna say,
I don't get in the water at the beach.
I don't go past the kneecap, fam. I'm scared of jellyfish, bro.
Y'all crazy.
You know what
I'm
I'm
getting
saying?
that shit, bro.
Fuck that
Under
noise.
waves and all that shit.
Fuck that
In the
noise.
ocean?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right
no,
under
no,
waves.
no,
Right under.
You gotta go under the wave.
Yeah, you not.
You gotta go.
You gonna duck under, but you can still stand up.
No.
bro.
You to handle a
You
wave,
ain't swimming
you
under.
gotta go under a wave. You can't go over a wave. It'll fuck you up. You
Yeah.
can't face a wave.
You swim in
You
the
gotta,
ocean.
you gotta
That's
swim,
my point.
You gotta swim under the, when a wave
This nigga
comes.
be out there with the dolphins, come out the
When
water
a wave
just like
comes, you
that.
gotta dive
Hats
under
them on
the
backwards
wave.
just like that.
That's how you get
Nah,
back to
yeah,
wave.
for
It's
sure.
under a wave.
If my feet lift up off the sand, it's an emergency.
Unless you go to lifeguard. I was gonna say, unless you could just stand up.
Save me, send a boat, figure it
No,
out.
you out there. When you out there, that wave will fuck you up. It'll smack you and flip you.
And rub you down.
You can
Oh,
stand
no.
up. You ain't all the way out there.
Oh no, I get out. I get out.
He gonna need a body bag.
I get out there. Like I'm talking about.
If I don't
get
feel
out
sand
there. What
on my
happens when-
feet, it is an emergency.
I've been out so far. The lifeguard's like, "Ooh, no, nigga, bring it back."
You not scared of sharks? None of that?
It is what it is.
If you ain't bleeding, they ain't gonna fuck you up though.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That is too true.
That's not true.
That is absolutely not true.
If you ain't bleeding, they ain't gonna fuck you up.
Have you ever seen Shark Week? Do you watch anything on TV?
Yeah, I be watching National
They
Geographic all
take
day.
bites out of,
That's not true. They can
people
mistake you for something
on
else.
surfboards all the
As
time.
long as you ain't looking like you distressed and looking all crazy, you sitting there just floating, just chilling, they gonna ride right past you.
Hey, well, look, this
If
is
it's not hungry,
That's the same shit you say when a bear passes you. Usually.
Yeah.
As long as you just-
look, this is not
as long
my
as you
joke.
relax. You
I want to say that right now. This is not my joke. I heard a comedian say, "There's no such thing as a shark attack." He said, "When you get in the water, that's like being in a shark's living room." He said, "You trespassing."
that's
Real
true.
He
shit.
said, "The only way to be a shark attack if you was in the shower, taking a shower, and a shark tapping you."
I heard. I don't know what you.
Shark attack.
I did. For you in the shower, it's like, oh,
He
I feel
he said, imagine you in your living room and a shark walked through. You like, who the fuck is that nigga? You know that nigga? He said, that's the way sharks feel about us. He said, so there's no such thing as a shark attack. You're trespassing.
That's very
Same shit
yeah.
with aliens in space. Stay the fuck out of
Who?
space and water. goddamn. That's what the fuck I
aliens in space.
Yeah, they say the same shit.
Space aliens.
Well, technically, to an alien, we would be an alien too, right? We would be technically aliens to them.
If they use the terminology.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no,
Right.
regardless whether they use the terminology or
Them
not.
niggas
by
don't look like us.
definition,
Them niggas
we
don't
would
look
be
like us.
aliens.
By our definition.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Our definition of that term is alien, but
Right.
it's this in the whole galaxy is who the fuck is them niggas?
Right.
Because they don't look like us.
Who the fuck is that?
Real shit. That's
Believe in
crazy.
aliens?
I do. Well, you know, the word alien means is anything kind of foreign to you.
No. The
So it
concept
doesn't-
of
the
a
concept-
Martian or like an otherworldly being from another planet.
Not of human species.
Yeah.
Yes.
Intelligent.
No, I mean that's a dolphin. I'm talking about things that are like on Mars that like come and like. Do you believe that like?
I don't believe we're alone in the universe.
You believe that Area 51 is housed?
I don't. I do not. I'll put it like this. I do not believe
Why would
Earth
we be?
is the only planet that inhabits intelligent
Living-
life.
Living
As far as-
organisms.
Why can't it be? What if we just were the ones? We could just be the ones,
Well, but
Well, there's
is
too many
Area
of us that's supposed to
51
be
not
one.
evidence of that?
huh?
Isn't Area 51 a real thing?
But that's all. That's all
The
hyperbole.
area,
theories.
is the area.
Yeah,
is a
it's,
real
it's
thing.
not been proven. Like you can't.
Hey, speaking of aliens, why
AT
has it
Aliens
been-
is a dope
they
album.
still
Take
so
your ass, drive
shit-
your ass down there to that shit. See how close you
Do y'all notice that there's been more and more UFO videos coming out lately?
Yes.
But why the videos still look the same as they did in 1950? We got all this fucking technology. They still show you
And
that
you
little.
squinting like, is that a paperclip or is that a cloud?
Nigga, that's a drone. Nigga, that's,
Right.
that's,
Y'all
that's
still don't have no better
Yeah,
pictures
can't
from
nobody
quote
get a
unquote
picture of
UFOs.
never.
It's still the same with the little crosshairs and that little ass unidentified flying out, blurry, grainy, bullshit. Why for less?
And they've been watching us for 50 years.
Yeah.
They ain't come down here yet. They just, every time we see them,
They just keep looking like, what they doing now?
Yeah.
But
We'll be
once again,
back.
why do we not still have better footage? Like, they'll show you the military tracking an alien
It's a slow game.
They will show you the military blowing up a building in Afghanistan like they're sitting there.
If you just pull up on a planet, there's a
But
billion
they'll still show you
motherfuckers there.
the
You're like, whoa.
grainy, nondescript video of a flying
Think this
saucer.
through first. If it's 10 billion niggas on that, you just pulling through. You just pulling up. It's like, damn. There's some mad niggas over there. You gotta think that through before you just invade, nigga.
50 years. It's been 50 plus years. We've been seeing the same little things up in the air.
They might have seen some wild shit. Like, y'all niggas, they
seen
niggas
giraffes.
is
What was that shit that was seen like all over like the bottom half of the country that was in the sky?
You know what I'm saying?
It was like a year or two ago that shit was in the sky. Like it was
Phoenix
like,
Lights?
no, nigga, it was seen all over the whole like bottom half of the country with some shit in the sky like a year or two ago.
Like a rocket?
But everybody's seen it. Like those videos everywhere.
I didn't see it, so.
That's one I think I still lived on.
That this
Not
proves
everybody,
that there.
like,
Well, that shit. How
Hey,
niggas
wait, but
doing
I think
that?
I know somebody that did. Let me see if this is.
I seen that shit.
They about to call Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No.
You about to call Bill Nye.
Yo, Neil, you up?
You call Bill Nye the space guy?
No, one of my friends took a video and I want to see if it's what you're talking about.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh shit.
Speaking slang.
Talking
Here it is. This was talking about right here?
Yeah. I know some years ago.
No,
Okay.
that was
Last night?
2017.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's a real video. If I press play, you will hear my friends talking. They're in the car.
But it was like everywhere going through, like the whole bottom half of the country.
That was the SpaceX rocket coming back in orbit.
That's what.
I seen it.
I don't know. I don't know that.
That was the SpaceX rocket coming back in orbit. It just looked like that the way they did it. Yeah, that's when.
Where are they going? Ain't they driving?
They're driving, so they're in
That
the
shit
car.
is going parallel with them. though.
Yeah, to the car.
That ain't
Well,
no
no,
space going back
it's
and
not
forth.
But it
moving
was-
as fast. It's just as you're moving, it doesn't seem like that's moving at all.
No, what he's saying is it's going in the same direction.
But it was seen by like the
Space
whole
and
bottom half of the country and shit. Like it was seen from all the way from, because my nephew in California even seen that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody seen that
The
shit.
Earth is flat, bro.
It's like a long ass football field.
No, it's still circular, but it's flat. It's just not spherical. But that's a different podcast for a different show. Yeah. We gotta invite Joe Rogan and Neil deGrasse Tyson on,
And Bill Nye the science guy.
and Bill Nye.
Who the fuck gonna ask me?
That's a fire episode right there.
You know, tell us how to make
I just want to
volcanoes
cut
and
Neil's
everything.
hair. Like I just want to
You just want to line him up real quick.
I need because like he's cool. I watch a lot of stuff that he puts on YouTube and stuff, but it's just like why he got the Cleveland Brown though? Loretta.
Access granted.
That's funny. That's funny. Yes, sir.
That's what shape him up. I like
For the
Neil.
one time.
Yeah, I like Neil.
That is
the homie.
funny as
Well,
hell.
this has been a fantastic episode.
This has,
We have shot some amazing promo for y'all. We got one more scene to shoot. We're gonna listen to some music. Get out y'all's hair. It's been a long night. We're gonna chop this up. And so once again, I am Benny Domino, aka Big Ben, aka Ben 10, aka the most critically acclaimed best rapper at this table.
Anyway,
One time for the
I'll
one
give
time
him
you
love.
could
Access granted.
put that on Google.
It's your boy, man, Scott Lindsay the Hustler, aka check me out, tell your mama to check me out, aka who's that, oh shit, that's grandma, aka oh who's that, not 6'4".
Yeah, I'm talking about.
It's Saquon, man. Holla at y'all niggas.
I am B.I.G. Church. Sounding the fuck off, man. Shout out to Benny on the chicken, yo.
Wasn't it?
It hit the spot,
It
bro.
hit the spot. It was little wings though.
Yeah.
Shout out for the quail pieces.
The-
He fed us some foul. Them shit still had downing feathers on them. Them shit
They was little, huh?
Real
this.
shit.
This is little as heck.
Well, hell yeah. What? That's nigga. That's not even a chick that big. That's
McNugget meat.
Yeah, with the bone. Yeah, he said. Shout out to the McNuggets with the bone still in them.
Where do you find wings that small?
They forgot to take the bones out the McNuggets. That was a bag of McNuggets with bone in it.
I guess it could be like Cornish wings.
Bone-in nuggets.
Yeah, right.
That wasn't chicken wing. You served us bone-in nuggets.
I had no dipping packets or nothing.
These niggas talking shit. Everybody's plate is piled to the ceiling with bones on them. So
because we took the nuggets off of them. Nigga.
We took the nuggets out. Yeah, they was good. They did come out good, but they was little.
Funny as hell.
It was mad little. All right, y'all. We signing out.
Peace and love. I'm Don Cornelius and all my cats and dogs.